Hey everybody, welcome to the challenge number 37. This is training number 1 of 3. And just give me one in the chat box if you can hear me, see my screen okay. Everybody good? Good. And let me know where you're at and how's the weather. So I'm in London. It's about 20 and sunny, which is cool. And tomorrow, heading out to the trailer for the weekend, for a long weekend. Is it the long weekend? Yeah, I think it is. Labor Day weekend. So Monday is a holiday. That's a good thing. All right, we got Rock Hill, 80 sunny, Cambridge, as you know, down the road, right on. Texas, 79. That's weird. It's like the same. Well, I guess we're getting into the fall now, so that's cool. We've got a couple other people trickling in here. Just give it 1 second before I fire it up. So what we're going to do, this one is all about Etsy, right, and Halloween. So if I go to the forums, we can look at the old one here. And remember, for our implementation week, there's got to be replies. So I'm looking at replies here. 333, because we got to do the draw for 50 bucks. So I've got, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 7 people. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, Rob Cole. Oh no. Oh no. There's supposed to be like more than one. That's okay. Yeah, so that's all I see for that. Yeah, there's got to be, it's more than just one post. That was the rules. And if you've won it already, then we got to give it to somebody else. That's the other rule. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so let's go do this draw, give away 50 bucks. So random. Stop button, there it is. I really got to bookmark that freaking page. I can never find it. Is it this one? Online-random. I think this is it. Oh, that's good enough. Okay, so we'll go maximum 7. Minimum 1. And then we'll generate. Okay, so I'm going to click start. Okay, there we go. So between 1 and 7, so somebody just tell me to stop. Number 1. Who's number 1? Looks like Shane. So Shane just won 50 bucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So, Mr. Shane, good job. I'm gonna put this in here. I don't think this is, yeah, he's from New Zealand. Okay. There we go. Boom, done. If you guys didn't win, don't worry. We do this every month. Actually taking some action there too. Love it. Good job. Nice work. Okay, so that's out of the way. Now let's move on. So we have our store, and what we're going to rely on here, I'm not going to go back through number 36, because in here, you guys have all the training and everything, right? So we know how to open it, we know how to optimize it, we know how to do all that good stuff from challenge number 36. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add on to that. So I have my store created, and I'm going to be selling products on here for Halloween. I'm just going to be building out this store to get sales and get things rolling, get things working really well. So the product wise, we have a lot of different options that we can do. So we have things like, you know, the usual suspects like t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, mugs, tumblers, canvas prints, candles. Man, there's like a ton of items you can do. Even message cards, jewelry, you can do those for sure. Although they don't really fit as well for Halloween. So what I wanted to add this time is a product that we haven't even talked about at all, and it's not really print on demand. It is like files for sublimation. So like PNG files for sublimation, that's what it's called. And this is where, I'll give you an example here. You go to Etsy and you're like, okay, I need a Halloween PNG, this right here, PNG sublimation. Right in here, all these different types of products, you can see they're dirt cheap because it's just the image that you're buying. You're only buying the images. So some people put them into bundles, which is cool, but you don't even need to do this. Like here's one, Bad Witch Vibes, Hey Pumpkin, which actually, this would be super easy to make. And what people do is they find these and they actually buy them. And then they will put them onto their, like they'll print them onto their own shirts. Some of them, like say this one, for example. Let's click this one. Rem designed, 71,912 sales. So you're thinking, yeah, but it's barely paying anything. It's a volume game with these because all we need is the file. So in this case, it's a digital download. We're going to do PNGs today, which is just a file type. I'm going to show you how to do the whole thing. And please note, all this stuff we got to note because we're going to be putting that into our description. And they're giving 2 high resolution transparent background, includes grunge and no grunge design. So they have 2 different ones, which is fine. But you don't even have to have 2 designs in there. You just do one. And it just says an email will be sent to your Etsy address, which will contain download links. Designs purchased may not be used for creation of other graphics, blah, 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 blah. So you can put all this for personal use, small business, not mass production. So on the licensing side, we got to say like what it's for. Not responsible for trade. This is actually a really good description to copy. And just kind of edit it for yourself. Your files will be available to download once payment is confirmed. Here's how. Rem design. So if we go to their store too, you can see that they're doing some massive sales. And they do SVG, DXF, PNG, and JPEG. We're just going to focus on PNG today. SVG is what they use. It's like a standard vector graphic, and that's used for like those cutting machines where you can actually cut out designs, or for even for like plasma cutters where you can cut out metal with lasers. So all of this stuff, you can see how they've got fall, Halloween, teacher school, Christmas, winter. But look at their biggest one is fall and Halloween. And all I did is make a bunch of these. So let's go into here and we can see what they made. They just made a bunch of these files and they're just selling them. And look at over 20 of this in the cart, 20 of this in their cart. So what I'm going to do for my research here initially is I'm going to turn on EverBee because we got to research and find like what's working. And I'm just going to analyze this page. And EverBee, if you don't have it, ppc-coach.com/EverBee. But it works very well for saving you a ton of time because it's going to scrape all these listings and then it's going to give us the ones that are selling the most. And then what we can do is make our own version. So just like what we do with print on demand, where we're going to research products and then we're going to make our own version of winners. It's the same thing with these image files. We're going to research products and then we're going to make our own version. Then we're going to list it on our store. And you can see the pricing, you can see everything, but we can apply all of the same principles and the secrets that we learned in challenge number 36 to our store to make this work. And then we'll also do, at the end of today's training, we'll do the review swap. I'll introduce that to you guys too, because it is something that we're going to be adding to the membership. So I think we got them all, so let's go here. So spooky season PNG seems to be a good one. It does have 18. They're saying about 421 sales, 630 bucks, 210 sales in the last month. That's pretty good. If we click on the drop down, the cool part is we can see all of their tags, and these are tags that we're going to want to be adding to ours. So I think our first kind of victim here should be something like spooky season, where we just have letters, and then we have a ghost, and then we have bats and stars and season. All that stuff, we're not going to copy them directly, but we'll just make our own. And so this is premium. Sublimation. Oh, that's the title. Upgrade. I thought I did upgrade. I don't need more info. But you can see Spooky Season PNG, Cute Ghost PNG, Fall PNG, Autumn PNG, Halloween PNG, PNG for shirt, Retro Halloween PNG. So how do we make this thing? Well, let's talk licensing and being on the up and up first. I think the first thing we want to do is go to the trademark search. And we're going to search for this trademark. Because we don't want to get nailed with a takedown or anything. Oh, that's the wrong way. Get out of here. It is a government site, so it's very difficult to navigate, but there is a page in here somewhere. Trademarks. Search. I want to search live. Well, search our trademark database. Basic word search. There, okay. So let's go here. Let's go to live only. This is the page I want. So this is the page I'm going to go copy. I'll put this in the forums for you guys. I just copied that link. So now I'm just going to put this. So spooky. I'm looking for live trademarks. And I do suggest you do this before you start anything. No records. Okay, good. So we're clear on the wording. So now we can go to Canva. Canva is best for this. And we can create a new page. Now we want to make it custom size. And we're going to go to inches. And we'll just go like 8.5 by 11. And then create a new design. So that gives us like a standard sheet of paper, basically. And we want to make something that looks kind of like this. So it's just going to say spooky and then season on the bottom and then a ghost. So let's start with the ghost. So go to elements. Now on Canva, if I just did this, I'm going to show you guys what not to do with Canva. If I just took a ghost graphic and say this one, and I throw it on there and I'm like, okay, there's my design, and I try and sell this, I'm in trouble because I'm violating Canva's licensing agreement. I have to make a unique image, which means I can combine multiple elements into a PNG file and then I'm good to go. But if I don't do that, I'm not. So just make sure that you're always combining your elements, otherwise you're going to be in trouble. So I'm going to move this kind of to the middle. Cute little ghost. And then I'm going to look for things like, sorry, I got kids in the kitchen just dropping stuff. Bars, not bars, bats. Then I can find some bats here as well. And I can add them. So there's one. Add him up there. I'll just do a duplicate. Move them over here. And you can rotate them. Then do a duplicate. Move him up here. Or over here. Maybe make him a little smaller. And then I'll get some of those little stars as well. And I'll just take, oh, go to I'm on graphics, okay. There's one. Put those there. So all I'm doing is just making my own unique version. It's going to be based off theirs, but it's not going to be theirs. Smaller. So I just want to show you guys like from start to finish because I want to show you how easy it is to make these things. It's really not that hard. And I'm going to show you a little trick too after we're done with this. So I got all that. I could add some more all the way around. Maybe I want to make that a little smaller. I want to do another star up here. Make it a little smaller. And maybe I'll put one more bat over here. Rotate that a little bit. Make it a little bit smaller. Something like that is good. Okay, so we've got that. And now what I want to do is get some lettering in here. So I'm going to go to text. I'm going to go to, just type in Halloween. And there are all these different types of fonts that we can use. You can even buy fonts if you really want to. I'll try this one. Oh, already got it. And delete that. Just want the one. And I'll just say spooky. Make that way bigger. So and what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to move everything down a bit. Let's do click off and then do Control A. I'm going to slide everything down because I want to move this up here. I want to make it bigger. Then I want to do effects and then curve and then kind of like that. There, that's better. And then I'll just do a copy of that. I'll go down here. And I'm going to go to effects. I'm going to remove the curve. I'll just put season. So drag that down. And then I just got to make this a little smaller, I think. There. So that alone took me what? A couple minutes to make. And then I'm going to select it all. I'm going to make it wider to fit. Don't want to hit the top. I'll just center it. There. So what I've got is a design, and if you notice, if you compare mine to this one, they're totally different. Same premise, totally different looking. So will this one sell? I don't know, but I am going to list it because I do want to find out. Now, because I've created this, I still need to do a watermark over top of it. So you can do watermark a couple different ways, but what I'm going to do first, I'm going to move this over. We want to watermark it for our image to be able to put it onto Etsy, so that people, if I just listed this on Etsy, somebody could just download it and keep it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a copy here, right here, duplicate page. And so I've got page 1 up here, which is my good one, and then I'm going to put a watermark across this one. So to do a watermark, all we're going to do is basically take some text, and we're going to go with whatever style you want. I think we had a style on that, and I can't remember what the one was. Let me go back here. Find that one. There it is. I just want to see what font I used. So this font is League Spartan. Open Sans. Okay, so I didn't really do anything fancy. So up here, when I do my watermark, I'll add a heading. It will be League Spartan. And on this, I'm just going to say be GIF. So make that a little bigger. And then what I can do, so I can rotate it. That. And I can duplicate it. That. I can duplicate. Okay, and then I'm going to select them all. Then I'm going to do a duplicate of that. Then I'm going to add these. All I'm going to do is go up here to the top right and turn down the transparency. So you can barely see it, but you know it's there. Even that's good. So now when somebody tries to print that, it's going to have my watermark all over it. So that's not going to help them. Now, ideally, I probably should have just created a watermark file ahead of time. And then I can add that watermark to all my future ones. But you can see it does say BGIF all the way across, but you can't really see it. So now I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go share. And if I download them all together, it's going to do it as a zip file. So I'm going to go transparent background. And I'm just going to download one at a time. So I'll do page 1 first. Done, download. So that'll give me one file. This will be the delivery file. And then here, I'll go share. And then I'll go download pages. I'll just do page 2 with a transparent background. Download. Somebody's asking how would I change the bow color? That is a good question. There's got to be a way in here. I'm getting pretty good with Canva, but I'm not a Canva expert yet. I know how to do it in Photoshop, but I don't see the same in here. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out. Well, there's color mix. It's interesting. Changes everything on it. I'm not quite sure, honestly, how to change that bow color without playing around a bit. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But yeah, I think that's kind of a cute design. And I think this will sell. So now I've got both files down here. And I'm going to do show in folder. What I'm going to do is organize these a bit. So I'm going to rename this. Spooky season. That one is my... I think that's my main. No, that's spooky season watermark. Yeah. And this one is spooky season. Spooky season. Just spooky season. Okay. So I've got that there. Now I'm going to take these two and I'm going to create a folder. Now in your case, it's going to be whatever you want, but I'm going to put it in challenges for me. I'm going to go new folder. And this will be challenge, or sorry, 037 Etsy Halloween. Now, it could be your store name too. So I could put it in the BGIF file. I'm just going to go with this. The key is just want to organize all your products. So PNG products. And then in here, I'll go new folder. I'll go. I like to number my stuff. Spooky season. And then I'll just go like this and I'll go paste. So now I'm organized. This could be like your store title and then PNG products and then spooky season is number 1. And I've got them both here ready to go. So now I can go to my Etsy shop and I can actually list this baby. So let's go do that now. And yeah, you could bundle a bunch of these together, but you don't need to. If you look over here, they just have the file and they're selling it for $3.90. So remember, on our store, we are always going to be running a sale. So if we go and just poke around here a little bit, you can find some, like for example, this one. Oh, they're at $5. 27,000 sales. That one we could make easy. They just did a simple watermark across the bottom, but that sold 26 at $5. The very cool part is there's nothing to this. Like once the file's there and once you sell it, you're done. Like there's no paying for a base cost. There's no extra fees. There's none of that. Oh, look at this, creep it real. So this design is actually one of the best sellers, and that leads me to the next way to research that I'll get to in a second. I just want to find a shop that is actually doing it the way I would. I just need one with a lot of reviews. Try this one. Nope. Still, sold 6 of those. So what we want to do, because we're always running a sale, we want to make sure that we price it so that when we knock off X amount or whatever amount it is, it makes sense for us. So let's go. Okay, I'm just trying to get organized. Over here, put that up there. There we go. Because I'm going to want the description off that too. So on this listing, oh, did I click off? Oh, you dummy. Let's get organized. Yeah, I want the tags off this one. There they are. Okay. So I'm going to move this over here because these are the tags that I want. So now I'm going to go to my shop. I'm going to go to Shop Manager. And I'm going to go to Listings. And I'm going to go to Sections. I have Halloween in there already, so that's good. Then I'm just going to add a listing. Remember, I'm on Etsy Plus, so I get 15 free listings. Wow, like a whole... They're 20 cents a listing, but anyway, add listing. I'm gonna add a photo. So let's go here. And you're gonna add your watermark photo. Don't add your main one, because then people can like steal it without paying for it. So we've got Spooky Season watermark. Open. Just get your sisters, babe. I'm on a webinar. Sorry, 5-year-old interruption. So we're going to put that in there as a PNG. And now we can adjust the thumbnail as well. They're not really fans of PNG files on Etsy, so we might have to save this as a JPEG. Just to get the white background. I'll check it in a sec. And then video-wise, we can do our video up as well, which we 100% should be doing. So in training, the last training, challenge number 36, I showed you how to create a video, but create one and upload it here too, even though it's a PNG file. Then title-wise, we're going to look at this. We're going to go kind of on the listing over here. Back here. Now the other thing is, remember just one small tiny little detail. So there's commas in here, but remember, I don't know if you guys remember this, but we were looking at, maybe it was one of my YouTube videos. I'm going to show you a little thing. So I'm going to go here. This is a huge store on Etsy, but what I like is these little dots. It's just a dumb thing, but instead of commas, I'm going to put dots in there. Because that store that I just showed you has like 1.7 million sales, and they're doing dots. So guess what I'm doing? Dots. There. Make that look different. Now, who made it? I did. What is it? Finished product? When did you make it? It's kind of like made to order. It is handmade. So category here, we're going to go to PNG, see if anything comes up. Yep, PNG, digital prints, drawing and illustration digital, arts and collectibles, cutting machine files, die cuts. So we're going to do this one, I think. Although clip art and images might make more sense. Let's go with that one. No, I don't like the craft type, because it's not really a craft. Could be all these. Actually, it could be a craft supply. Absolutely. So let's go with the main color is, I guess, white. I don't know. Secondary is like a black. Length is 8.5 inches by 11 inches. Type, this is cool because we can actually put this in there, Halloween. Oh, well, it's holiday, not occasion. And then subject, man, I don't know. Let's do something like this. Just a, oh, comic, yeah, there we go. It's 1, 2, 3, there, that's good. Now, we'll put it on auto renew, and then we'll just check our listings like every 4 months or so and make sure that things are working well. And now description time. This is where I would actually pull one from here and just kind of massage it to make it work for you. So let's go down here. Over. And then we'll just read through, make sure everything makes sense for us. It's a download, no physical. Instead of these, I'll say this. Digital file only. Rim design, so we'll say. Now, as you do more and more of these, you're going to find more and more products, and you can actually make, I would make like a Google Doc, and I would start adding in anything you see on any other listings that make sense. So take this whole thing right now. This is just our first one. And we'll copy that, and then we'll go to a Google Doc, we'll do a new one. And just, this will save it to the cloud, and then you have this for future use. So we'll make a new one. We'll say this, Etsy PNG description. Then we'll just literally paste that there. So now we can have this for future ones as well. So if I see something in, say, another one, like, let me pull another one over here that I like. Here. And I'll start looking at maybe, I don't know, this one. Oh, that's the same company. Oops. Okay, so Halloween. Say this one. They got some good sales. And then look what they have in there. Purchase our entire store here. Get all letters and bundle here. Completed doodle sets. Not installable font. It's a PNG bundle pack. Check out our other letters. Commercial use. Digital. Important. All files are stored in a Google Drive or Dropbox. You'll receive a PDF with a link to download your files. If you do not want to use either of these. So yeah, for delivery, there's 2 ways. We can have Etsy deliver it directly, or we can put, we can create a PDF and then upload it to a Google Drive, and then have the PDF linked to the Google Drive, and they can download it there. But for one as small as this one, because you're allowed, I think it's 20 megabytes. May not take and sell. Please make sure you have required software. And then they kind of keyword stuff down at the bottom. But this reminds me, looking at this one, that I do want them on my email list too. So when I go back here, I'm going to say it's not an email. In our case, this is just directly. I'm going to say, let's do some stars again. I actually don't even really need this in here because once they buy, they'll be on the list. But in case they don't buy, there we go. So I'm going to do digital. I'm going to scroll down. So that's a pretty good start. I'm going to keep scrolling down. Section is going to be Halloween. So I group my stuff by holiday. I don't group it by product type. And what I found on a lot of the larger stores is they group everything by holiday. They don't group it by like PNG file, t-shirt, hoodie, sweatshirt. That's too broad. We want to just put similar items together in the same section on our store. And then tags. So, oh crap, what do we do for tags, right? Well, the beauty of this, we got the tags. So we're going to copy those, and then we're just going to edit them on our listing. So I will go here. Well, I think I have to do it. Oh no, it took a, okay. So I got Halloween PNG, Sublimation Designs, PNG, Fall Vibes, Halloween Shirt, Autumn, Sublimation, Digital Download, PNG Files, Spooky Vibes, Retro, Spooky Bag, Halloween SVG I don't. But I can do, yeah, that one. So I got 13 in there. Materials, it's just, it's digital. So we can put this in here, but I mean, it's a digital file because we clicked it up here. Right up here, digital. And price. Now, here's where I'm going to do this. So I'm going to run a sale of like 30% off all the time. So if I go, if I want, say I price that 7 times 0.3, that's $2.10 minus 7, that'd be $4.90. So if I go, say I want $4.49, I don't know, times oops. So let's list it at 7, and then we'll make it, it'll be about $4.90. Okay, so let's do that. 7. And the quantity is 999. SKU, we don't really need it. I mean, we could put that in there, but we don't really need it. Personalization, no. Digital files, you select a made to order above. You'll create files after purchase. Oh, okay. So I gotta change that up here. It's not made to order. There. That should change my bottom here. Yeah, upload file. So because I did made to order, that was a mistake. So you can send a customized note to buyers of digital items after the item is downloaded. Add a note to buyers who purchase digital items. By adding files to this listing, you guarantee you have the rights to the content. Okay, so I'm just gonna click this for a sec. And that's right here. So we'll do that in a second. So I'm gonna upload the file. So this file is just our non-watermarked one. Open. And it is not even close to the file limit. So I know a lot of sellers on Etsy with digital products, what they'll do is they'll go to Canva and they'll create a PDF. And in that PDF, they'll have a link to a Google Drive where the file will sit. So it's kind of, I think it's more clunky that way. I think it's only necessary when you have, like, say a big bundle of maybe 20 images inside one listing, but we're not really doing the bundles. And I've actually, the bundles are honestly, they're usually junk. Like you get a lot of garbage that you never even use. So for us right now, I would just say one file, one listing. Like keep it as simple as possible. And when you do it where this way, where the person, as soon as they buy it, they can download it, it reduces your workload on the customer service side too, because the customers can get kind of nuts with questions. So one other tip I'll give you in a second once I list this is, let's do publish. We'll use one, that's fine. There we go. So we got that on there, and now I can click it, and I want to view it on the store. And yeah, so I'm gonna have to change that out to a JPEG because for some reason they don't like PNG files. Maybe it's just my computer, I don't know. So I'm gonna download number 2 as a JPEG. So let's go here, share. I had a feeling that would happen. And in the drop down, just go JPEG, and then go here and just do number 1, done, download. So all I'm doing is downloading the watermark as a JPEG, and then I'm going to upload. I'm going to switch out the current mockup with this one. So here's the primary. So I'm going to add a photo, and this is going to be, oh, I didn't move it in there. There. I'm going to go F2. There. I'll add that. Make this primary. And then I can just delete that and then publish. Now it'll look right. So when I go to view listing, it'll look way better. There we go. And it does have the watermark, I believe, although I can barely see it. Did I do the right one? Yeah, it's on there. Barely. Oh no, it's not on there. I think I grabbed the wrong one. I think I download number 1 instead of 2. Let me try this again. Yeah, saved image 1. Make sure you do image 2 because you gotta have that watermark. So download that. There we go. Okay, try this again. Back to my listing. And let's edit the listing. When you want to turn EverBee off, just click on the Chrome extension. You can turn it off. That way you won't get that slide out coming out all the time. All right, let's try this again. So we got that. We're going to add a photo. It's going to be this one. I'm going to delete that one and change this name to, yeah, that definitely has a watermark. I'll put this baby in there. Now we're going to slide it over, and we'll delete that one. Then we'll go publish. Now you get this warning. They look best 2000 pixels wide. That's fine. There we go. Bingo. That looks way better. So now if somebody tried to like save this image, you could, but you got to clear it. They'd have to work real hard to like erase all of the BGIF watermark on it, which is a massive pain in the butt. And look how good that looks with the dots. So dots are kicking butt. Now one thing too, here's the US 7. So just while we're in here, I'm gonna go to my shop manager. I'm gonna run a 30% off sale. Ah, you guys are looking at my store. That's cool. So let's go, I think it's, no, marketing. And sales and discounts, and we're gonna run a sale. And this is going to be 30% off. Everywhere. Order minimum none. Sale duration, it's going to run all the time. Evergreen. Now, I think I have to put a date in here. Yeah. So let's start this. What's today? The 1st? And we'll end this. This is where, with sales, you're gonna have to come in and change the end date because we want the little thing that says like 48 hours left, 24 hours left. So what I do, if we go on the 3rd, it should do it correctly. Oh, can't have that. Okay, let's go. It does contain letters and numbers. What are you talking about? There, no spaces. Okay. So we're going to continue. We're going to, it should go for everything. Halloween. As we do this, we're going to have to edit this as we add more stuff. Because we're going to add all of our products. So we'll review and confirm and create sale. Got it. Then down here, I should have that. Then I can go to details, edit, include the listings and sale early. So I can just keep doing a sale in here. I wish they would just do an evergreen sale, but they don't. So now when I go back to my listing, let's go listings. Let's go here. Let's go view on Etsy. There, that's what I want right there. That little thing with the X out, the cross out, and then 30% off. It looks real good. And then I think it's under 24 hours that it'll say like 23 hours left, 22 hours left, 21 hours left, 20 hours left. And all we're going to do is we're just going to keep doing a sale on the store all the time. Instant download, that's cool. And this is instructions from Etsy. So they show buyers exactly how to do it. But we are good to go. So, one more thing. Well, two more things before we close off this training. I'll answer some questions in a second. But we've got this, right? We've got it. So we also have a store. And what we could do, if we really wanted, is we could put our own image onto a t-shirt, onto a mug, onto a hoodie, onto socks, onto pants, onto everything. So we own the design. So we can list this as a product now on Etsy. And what we could do, and I think what I'm kind of getting at is this. I'm going to open up a Google Doc, a new one. So we're going to create the PNG and list it on our shop. Now, what can we do with that PNG? Well, we're going to sell it to other people. We're also going to create a shirt, a sweatshirt, a hoodie, a mug, a tumbler, literally whatever product we want to make. I don't know, a canvas print. And we can list those on our store using what we just created. So now one file turned into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 products on our store. So this is just working smarter, not harder, is what it is, because we already know that the design itself is selling because we did our research and we found that it's actually getting sales. It's coming up. So we are now working in two worlds. So this is called the double dipping method. I'm going to call it that. Sell the PNG, sell POD products with the PNG on it. Pretty cool, right? This is how you can do really well. Now, you don't see too many shops on Etsy doing this because they're either going to be a design shop where they're only selling the PNG, or they're going to be like a print-on-demand shop where they're selling like the shirts or the sweatshirts or the hoodies or whatever. If I go here, go back to Etsy now, I'm going to give you another tip. I'm going to do this, Halloween. So I originally searched for Halloween PNG sublimation, but watch this, Halloween shirt, right? So let's find some big daddies here. So we're going to turn on EverBee because I do not want to go through this whole thing. I'm going to analyze the whole page. And so I want to sell PNGs, but what PNGs do I sell? What files do I make? Like, how do I do this? Well, you find products on Etsy using like EverBee, and you find the big sellers, and you make your own version of that image. Then you're going to sell the image, and you're also going to sell the products. So you're double dipping. But you're double dipping, and you're researching in a way where most of the design shops that are selling PNG files will only research PNG listings. Whereas we go, no, let's go look at all the other stuff, like the shirts and that. Let's look at the designs on those. Let's look for the top sellers, and let's create our own PNGs, and then we'll sell that, and we will sell our own product. So this one is a big one, huge one, Creep It Real. And there was even a seller, which over here somewhere, of PNG files who found this one. Like, look at that, 452. So let's just do this real quick. 452 divided by, say, 0.15, about 3,000 sold times 20.4, $61,000 in revenue on this. Creep It Real, ghost on a skateboard with a checker pattern in the background and a bat. How easy would this be to do on Canva? Our own version. So it's not going to be theirs, it's going to be our own. It would be pretty freaking simple. So we'll create that PNG, we'll make a listing for the PNG, then we'll put it on a shirt, then we'll put it on a sweatshirt, then we'll put it on a hoodie, then we'll put it on a mug, maybe put it on a tumbler, maybe put it on some socks, right? It's just, we can multiply our efforts very easily. And eventually our store is stocked with items that we've researched, we know they're selling, and we just diversified the product offering. So we went beyond even print on demand into the PNG world. All right, so last thing is this, review swap. So I'm going to be adding a section onto the forums where you list a link, or you just post a link. You want reviewed, and then others come in and buy it and give it a 5-star review. So now this is optional. Pay them back for the product, or just they pay for the product. So if you're having trouble getting people to review your products, just say, I'll pay you back for the product. And you just PayPal them the money that it costs them to buy it. There will be a lot of people that are like, damn, I really like that, I'm going to buy it. And there you go. So say you put this could be any item. Now, we can get into a little bit of sticky situations here. Don't copy each other. So if you buy a product and it specifically says it's not licensed for like print on demand or something like that, don't take their image and put it on your own print on demand products. Like, I think we have to be specific with what the people can use it for. But the whole point of the review swap is to just accelerate your sales. So for example, I have this one that I could post, and I'll post an example. It'll be a whole forum section. Where my thing went. Well, the one I just listed, this one. So I can say in here, I would take this link and I would say, okay, spooky season, PNG file for sale. Go here, and it's like $4.90, I'll pay you back. And then you guys will go and buy it, and then I'll pay you back. I'll just PayPal you the money. So when you do the payback, there's got to be some trust involved. My biggest concern is that we do a payback feature and then people don't pay others back. which will result in some angry people in the forums. So I think we have to be honest with each other, and we have to be upfront, and we have to follow through on what we say we're going to do. So if I find there's any members that are like abusing the system or gaming other people for this, or straight up ripping people off, you're going to be kicked out of the site, and you won't be welcome back again. So please treat this kindly, treat people how you want to be treated, and then we'll come up with some more kind of guidelines for everybody too. But the whole point of this is to move you out of the bucket where you have no sales and no reviews into the bucket of people on Etsy who actually have sales and have reviews, because now Etsy's going to pay more attention to you, and the search, your ranking on the search results on the first page are going to go up as you have sales and reviews. So this is a good thing to do. Yeah, let's discuss it in the forums. There's a couple of ideas coming in the chat that I really like, but the basic gist is the review swap is just going to get you accelerated quicker to sales. Okay, I'm going to go through some questions and I'm going to close it off. How would you change the boat color? Okay, so I'm not quite sure. I got to figure that out. Question, you would only offer it as PNG. A lot also offer an SVG. Yeah, I know they do, but I really want to rank for this. So you can bundle it. There are a lot of variations of this. So you could offer the SVG, a JPEG, a PNG, all different aspect ratios as well. I've seen that. But I'm a firm believer in simple is best. So if they know they're getting this and that's what they're getting, then that's what they're getting. Like there's no extras. Sometimes the extras can, I don't know, they don't really help. I could see offering, if you wanted a bundle of SVG and JPEG and, you know, 1-to-1 ratio, 1-to-3 ratio, 3-to-4 ratio, portrait landscape, gigantic sizes of all of them, different sizes, you could do that. You definitely could. It's optional. What if we offer the design on an assortment of POD products? Yeah, I didn't even read that, but yeah, you got ahead of me there. How do you know what the DPI is on your Canva PNG? It should be 300 on that one. And I know people get hung up on the DPI, but honestly, I've ran stuff at like 75 DPI for years, and it looks fine. So I don't know. Something this big is going to have a good. I don't even know how you do check the DPI on this. I'd assume it's 300. I can check. So we offer design on a choice of products in a single listing. No, each listing is a single product. You don't put like, not like Redbubble. It'll be like one listing is a t-shirt, one listing is a sweatshirt, one listing is a hoodie. That's how you want to do it. One is a mug. Review swap, yep, got that. When you receive a review, then you reciprocate. That's not a bad idea. When offering all the other products, you can't have them listed under one listing, right? You have to create multiple listings. Correct, multiple listings. Yeah, I should make that clear here. So each of these is a listing. A shirt listing, a sweatshirt, a hoodie, they're all separate, individual listings. So you took one thing and you made like 6 or 7 or 8 products from that one thing, which resulted in 6 or 7 or 8 listings, individual listings. Good point. Would do the POD and downloadable files on the same store? Yeah. Yeah. This is something nobody does till us. But our stores are our brand. And what we put on our stores is anything we want. So we're name awesome shop. I'm not saying that I only sell PNGs. I only sell t-shirts. I only sell mugs. I only sell hoodies. I remember my first Etsy shop was actually, it was called Mugville. I don't even know if it's still on here, but I only sold mugs. And I was like, as soon as I did it and I had like 300 mugs listed and I was getting sales, I was like, shit, I shouldn't have done that. I should have done a branded name store where I can put anything I want on it. And then I could have expanded into shirts, and I could have expanded into hoodies, and I could have expanded into message cards and all that stuff. I could have done it because the store was already rocking and rolling, but I pigeonholed myself into one product type. So now I'm like, I got to open another store. And on this store, I screwed up again. I did message cards only. So then I'm like, from now on, not doing that. I'm not having multiple pigeonhole product stores. I'll have multiple stores, but they'll all be a branded store, and on that store I can put whatever I want. So when people see a listing on Etsy, when it comes up in the search results, they see this. So they see the listing. So just because it's my store, this could be a t-shirt, this could be a hoodie, this could be a mug, this could be a message card. The key thing is I want to get my reviews up and my sales up so that I'm competing with the big boys, and I can't compete with the big boys in a very niche specific, product specific type store. You just can't. So I don't like a mug only store. I don't like that. It doesn't, I've got one and I don't like it. I'm kicking myself for doing it. So going forward, I want you guys to get started on the right foot and do it the right way. So you can put whatever product you want on here, which I think gives you a lot of flexibility as well. Your email list, you're going to be able to email a lot more options to your customers, because just because somebody bought this PNG file from me, they might buy a sweater too, or they might buy a mug, or they might buy a message card. Like, there's just so many other things that they'll buy. The other huge benefit of selling digital downloads, like PNG files, is your sales numbers go up dramatically. So all of a sudden, because these are so cheap, people don't even think. They look at it, they're like $4.90, yep, buy it. Like, it's not like a message card for like $50. We're like, oh, gee, I don't know. This is an absolute no-brainer. It's a simple sale, and this will rack up your sales count. And the higher your sales count is on Etsy, the more traffic Etsy is going to give you. So you know how I taught you all that free traffic pointing it to Etsy to get your shop going? You won't even need that eventually, because your sales count will be like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. Just keep pumping out these PNG listings. These are like little, like nitrous in an engine. I don't know if you guys watch any of those racing shows, but they hit a button on the race car and it injects nitrous into the engine, which instantly adds like 300 horsepower or 150 horsepower to the engine for the length of the shot of nitrous. That's what these are. All right. If there aren't any other questions, I'm going to leave it at that. So your homework, I would say go make at least 5 to 10 of these and post them on your store. And don't get, like, to start, I wouldn't get too complex. Don't think I got to make some fancy, super duper fancy design. You don't. You just need to make your own version of stuff that's selling. And it doesn't have to be like a high level thing at this point. Actually, at no point. Sometimes simple sells best, and especially in the print on demand world. So we'll close off with that. The next training, I've got, just look at my notes here. Yeah, we're gonna cover more on Etsy, and then the final one, I've got another thing on Etsy that you're gonna like. I think you're gonna like a lot. So we've got 2 more trainings coming, but your homework is to go and list some PNG files on your shop, and then we'll do the review swap as well. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I've got my gallbladder surgery next Wednesday, so I'll be taking like basically a week off, and then we'll pick it right back up on the, what is that? Oh, that's October. Hang on. Oh, we're in September. Oh, yeah. So the 7th, I have surgery, so I'm not doing a webinar here, but the 15th. So you basically got 2 weeks until the next one. I would expect that you guys could launch at least 10 PNG files in that time. And once you get into the groove, you get the hang of it, and it'll just move faster and faster and faster. Yeah, so 15, 22nd, there we go. And then 29th is implementation week. That actually worked out well. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. You guys have a great day, and we will talk. I'll be in the forum, so I'll be checking in all the time, and we'll see you on the next training. Thanks, everybody. Hey, everybody, welcome to training number 2 of 3, and this is all about Etsy and some cool stuff we're going to do today. So first off, thanks for waiting that extra week for me. I am done surgery, feeling good. voice is coming back. I had a like tube down my throat when I was put under, so that was crazy. I still have some of the little dressings on the incisions. There's like 4 of them in my stomach, which is kind of odd, but they said they're supposed to fall off, or you can take them off with like some water. Anyway, I'm feeling great. No more gallstone attacks, gallbladder attacks, so that's a good thing. So yeah, I'm renewed, revigored. I don't have that constant pain in my stomach, which I had for about 2 years, which was super annoying. And I was afraid to basically eat some food because it would trigger a gallbladder attack, and those are horrible. So no more of that. I've actually tested this thoroughly. Had bacon cheeseburger the other day, and then had some ice cream after, and nothing, obviously, because I don't have a gallbladder. And then also tried one of my old ones was a Arby's beef and cheddar, and I couldn't eat that for like 2 years because it would trigger an attack. So anyway, all good. Back to normal. Voice is coming back. If you heard me about a week ago, you wouldn't recognize my voice at all. It was super high and scratchy because when that tube really hurts, like it's no joke. But yeah, so just some housekeeping. Well, first, give me a 1 in the chat box if you can hear me and see my screen. I should have done that. Then just give me the old where are you at and how's the weather today. Give me that too. Let's start there. So I'm in London. It is 14 degrees Celsius and sunny, they're saying. It's cold. It actually went down to like 8 degrees last night, so that was very cold. I have 4 ducks as well in my backyard, and they are actually going back to the farm this weekend because I don't want to keep them over the winter. It can go down to like -20 here in London, so we're not going to do that. So we got Rock Hill, 75, nice. Rain in Vancouver. Well, what else is it going to do? Cambridge, right on. Just got back from my walk. Yeah, good day to go for a walk for sure. We've got a couple other people trickling in. So I'm going to dive in today. Today I'm going to show you something that I've never showed before, and it's something that works very well on Etsy, and even this can work very well on a Shopify store too for print on demand. But it's what's called group listings. So it sounds confusing, but it's not. So when we go here, just go to Etsy and search for like group Halloween shirts, something like this. And it's this kind of thing, like the Boo Crew. And then, I mean, these are custom ones, which you could certainly do, but you don't need to. And then there's like the Mockup shop. This one, oh look, another glorious morning makes me sick. And they're just all different colors. This is interesting, this Uno card Halloween group shirts. So let's just see this one for a sec. And you can see that, I don't see any reviews for it, but people are going as like an Uno card. So add your personalization, enter the character you want. There's a bunch of different ways to do these. I'm gonna show you here, Dad to the Bone, Creep It Real, Born to Be Bad. This is a creepy pack. There's some that have like couple shirts, the Brew Crew. Well, that's a single one. Here's one with like a family group shirt matching Halloween's. So let's go here. You can see there's like a kid shirt, a dad shirt, a mom shirt, and a little baby onesie, which apparently these have to be called bodysuits. They're not even allowed to be called onesies anymore, which is crazy. But yeah, you can't even do them. So that's one that you could do. You're the Mandible. Here's another one. Well, actually, what I'm going to do, let me analyze this page, find the best ones instead of wasting time here. Well, that loaded real quick today. Yeah, I think Uno would actually probably be copyright. Absolutely. Not a good thing. So, like me personally, I wouldn't do it. Anything to do with, yeah, anything trademark or copyright, you know me, I won't touch it with a 10-foot pole. So let's look at this, like even this one says Care Bears. This is a crazy group listing. Wow, with 538. So this might be one to like bookmark and look at later. Care Bears adult unisex group costume shirts. Halloween, bedtime, grumpy, funshine, good luck, love a lot, couples costumes. So what happens? Okay, this is an example, right? So Care Bears are these guys, for those that don't know. It's loading. These are the Care Bears. They used to be a cartoon series, and they all have like Grumpy Bear, Happy Bear, Sunshine Bear. That's just odd. Super slow loading site. My God. Another thing, yeah, another trademark issue that you might run into with these. Shop. Oh, I'm in the shop. So yeah, they have like these dolls. I guess people took them and put like the Care Bear, like the heart. So there's a heart one. So let's go back here and see if it's on there. Brave, love a lot, tender heart. So I guess they made them look a little different. But I guess adults are gonna buy these and wear them as go as a Care Bear for Halloween. And they are selling. I mean, last one was over a year ago. Sunshine, unisex size, accurate, sure, soft and comfortable. Yeah, so that's an idea. Again, Care Bears, I don't know if I do it. Group condiments, here's another one. Spicy barbecue sauce, tangy. So what happens is when people are ordering these, they'll go with the condiment and then they'll go with like the size. That's about it. And pick them. And this had 305 reviews. Why would this be popular? Oh, group costume for Run Disney 10K. So people just like pick, I want like sweet hummus, and then they pick an option for size. Then they add it to cart, and then they just keep adding the ones that they want. That's the function of it on here. But let's go here. What's this one? That's a mock-up. Looking for one more with like a onesie. Not getting any sales. Let me type something else in here. Halloween. Yeah, this is more like it. Mommy, Daddy, Little Boo. Try this one. So it actually has 10 reviews. So let's just go here. Oops. The calculator went behind my screen. $66, that's not bad. $1,400, not bad. So this is more of what I was thinking. Like you got a mummy, a daddy, and a little boo. And then they just go with this, the shirt, and then the option. That's one way to do it. Ooh, not the best reviews though. There's one, matching crew neck. So let's analyze this page. See if there's any on here that are really good. SVG, skull. Oh, here's one. 281 sales. So this one. Boy, mama, and mama's boy. There you go. And that's a PNG. So we could actually buy this. We could run it on if it has the right thing. Checking licensing. No licensing. Trying to find the one I found earlier and I can't find it now, of course. Mama and Mama's pumpkin. There we go. Okay, this is more like it. So this has 44. Yeah, it's got way more sales. So check this out. So 44 divided by 0.15. My enter key is not working. 293 times 5,500. That's pretty good. Okay, so this is a good example. This is not the one I had earlier, but it is basically what I'm looking for here. So we got Mama, and we got Mama's pumpkin. And then they put, actually they have the sweatshirt, and then the kid's shirt. I think that is a onesie. Oh no, like a kid's hoodie or a kid's onesie. So that's pretty cool. But the way, see how they order it? It's either a newborn onesie, a mini sweatshirt, or a used small sweatshirt, or small data. Why does it say data? That should say Mama. Oh, then they got data. Oh, so they got data and they got Mama. So what I would do is I would just make Mama and then Mama's pumpkin. So super simple to make, right? So how do we make this listing? How do we connect this with a supplier? How do we make this work? Well, that's what I'll show you right now. So this is Mama and Mama's pumpkin. That'll be kind of the theme. And this is Wildly Free Tea Shop. Let's just go peek real quick just because I'm curious. Let's see what else I have. Yeah, see, they got a lot of these. Mama and then Mini, Data, Mini, Auntie, Mini, Nana, Mini, Mama, Mama's pumpkin. That's the one we just looked at. So if we do an analyze on this one, you'll see that this applies to way more than just Halloween. But we're looking at the Halloween angle. I can't believe how fast this is loading now. It never loads this quick, like ever. But here's one. This is probably their best seller. Yeah, look at this, 220 reviews. And this is exactly what we can do. Super cool. All right, so make a note of this shop when you're dealing with group shirts. So this is more along the lines of what I was thinking when I started this webinar. Instead of doing like the Care Bear or the Uno or the condiment one, I was thinking more of this. And this is super simple, like Mama and Mini. Like, give me a freaking break. That's so, those designs are so basic. Like, how long will that take you to do in Canva? Well, we're going to find out, but I'll show you. So I'll show you exactly how to make this listing. Okay, so let me just move this one over here, because I don't want to lose it. And then I'm going to kind of close a couple of these up. So first thing we need is to make a design. We need two designs actually. And then I'm going to show you how to hook this up to, in our case, we'll use awkward styles for this. And then I'm going to show you how to hook it up to your store so that when people order, it actually goes through automatically to the supplier. So when they order, like, I don't know if they have the instructions here. Yeah, they don't. What we'll put is, oh, maybe they do. Learn more. Mama and Papa fall shirts. So that's kind of their tags. Please be advised the adult sweatshirts run big. Okay, how to order. Here we go. This is what you need in your description. You say select the size of each shirt you'd like, add the quantity of shirts you would like, and then click add to cart, submit. During checkout, provide additional information. But what you want to do is say, okay, pick the mom shirt that you want, and then add it to cart, and then pick the kid shirt that you want, the size that you want, and then click add to cart. You put those instructions in there in your how to order part in the description. And they've got a lot of other stuff in here, shipping, about, which is fine. Whoa, what? Holy crap. Oh, by the way, side note, if you guys ever see a shirt that's like super cheap, like $8 or $9 or $10, always scroll down to the shipping and return policies. And somebody was asking about this too, but usually when it's dirt cheap on the front end, it's to get people to like look at it, click on it, go to it. But then when people get to the checkout and they see that shipping is like the same or more than the cost of the shirt, what the Etsy seller did is they did kind of a little bait and switch kind of, it's not bait and switch, but it's a little trickery where they put the price super low on the front end and then they tack on the shipping, and the shipping is not $21. It's just to cover the cost, to build in a profit margin for the seller. So you'll see that a lot too on a lot of these stores. Somebody else was just asking on the forums too about returns and exchanges. If you put this, then you won't have to deal with them from Etsy's end, but your conversion rate will be a little bit lower. Okay, so keep that in mind. Sorry, I got a cough here. I'm going to mute you guys for a second. Ah. Yeah, I hope you didn't hear that. All right, so let's do this. Let's make a mama and mama's pumpkin. So I'm going to do it. I'm not just going to do a straight up basic one, although I could. It's going to be hard to do. I'm going to go to Canva. I'm going to go to custom size. And I know that for what I'm going to use, awkward styles, it's 3,600 pixels by 4,800 pixels. That'll give you the sheet that you need. And then I'm just going to put in elements. So put in text. And what does that one look like? It's pretty basic. Like, there's nothing to it. If I wanted to do that one, it would be super easy. I'm just going to change the background to a different color. Because I'm going to put that one on a dark shirt. Change that to white. And all you'd have to do to make theirs is just go letter spacing. I mean, that could be my design, but let's add something to this. Well, or should we? Mama's pumpkin. Man, that's so basic. They do have sales though. I mean, they do have a whole store based on this. Yeah, maybe for simplicity, we can just keep it. So let's look for a bolder one here. Ooh, I like that one. That's cool too. Let's make this really big. Okay, so there's Mama. And I can actually download that. Download, and just make sure you do transparent background. Download. Then what I can do is just do a copy of this. Then I could put this. I wanted Mama's pumpkin. Okay. So I can change this to pumpkin. And then I can reduce the letter spacing. And then just add in text. We'll put this up. And then just find a nice looking one. There are so many fonts in here, it's insane. Oh, that's not good. Way too many fonts. Nope. That was all lowercase. Oh, and if you want to figure out what a font is, check this out. Take a screenshot of the font. Save, then File, D drive images. And now go back here and go to type in font finder. Go here and then drag and drop so we can go. Oops, just pull up this one. Get out of this. There, let's drag and drop now. Click here to identify the selected font. And there you go. You got the fonts, or close to. So Mono and Friends, that's a paid one. Deletion bold. So let's go back here. No. Thought I could find it, but I can't. Handwriting. Well, there you go. Well, that's pretty good. Let's try this letter spacing. Oh, then we lose the thing. So we can just make this bigger. Yeah, you could play with this forever. So let's go with that. Let's just download this. Make sure they're centered. Go position there. Okay. So now we'll share. This one, actually, we got to change the color. So we'll do Mama, and then we'll put that on an orange. And change the color to like an orange. Or just click this. We can make it a little darker. That's pretty good. There. I'm just doing this quick. I mean, ideally we should make some changes to these to make it unique, but well, I don't think I downloaded that as a PNG, and I didn't. So it's going to download page 2 only. Download. Okay, there we go. So I've got my 2 ready to go. Just going to leave this one. There. Okay, so I've got my listing almost ready to go. Actually, I'm nowhere close. Now I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to, so you can use mine, or this is my affiliate link. You don't have to use this. Totally optional. I can type it. It's ppc-coach.com/awkwardstyles. And then here, I'm going to log out of this one. So I'm in my other store. Oh, if you guys didn't know, I'm doing a journal too, like starting one from scratch, so you can check that out. So we're here to help it. Is your business? Sign up. I'm going to sign up another account. Just be, well, I can use my store. Read this, sure. Not a robot. Register. And then I'm probably gonna have to confirm my email. I'll just check. Usually I have to. Nothing yet. Okay. All right, so now they're saying connect. So make sure that you're logged into your Etsy shop. So in my case, double checking. So I'm in my Etsy shop. Then go here and go connect. I'm just going to say that, and then allow access. Okay, now I'm connected. Now what I want to do, usually I could just add a product here and I can just upload it right to my shop and everything would be all good. But in this case, I'm actually going to create a template here, but I'm not going to upload it. So it's a two-step process. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go to product templates and I'm going to create one here. Product catalog. I'm going to go women's. I'm going to go with a sweatshirt. I'm going to go with this one. And then what I'm going to do is add my design. So I'm creating the two products in Awkward Styles first. So choose file, browse, and I'll go, it's this one. This is just the mama. It's such a basic design. And then when I scroll down, I can change the colors. So I could go with like, oh, what's this one? It's like an orange. Go orange if I wanted. I could turn off the white. That's freaky orange. But we're doing a pumpkin thing, so let's do orange. Then we're going to put small, medium, large, XL. So we're just going to put that. We're not even going to put 2XL. We're just going to do one color and 4 sizes. So let's create the template. And then we are going to, we're not even going to upload a product. So we're just going to go view templates. There's our template created. Okay, now we're going to go back to the product catalog. We're going to do kids. We're going to do a, so here's where we can do a onesie if we want. And we can pick any of these, 4400, long sleeve. Let's pick this one. And then we'll just do it in, we'll upload our design. Now this is going to be our design for the other. So this one, upload. There. Good. And then down here, we're just going to put, so I guess that's newborn, 6 month, 12 month, 18, 24. So we'll do all these. And what I'm going to do is take a little screenshot of that so I remember these sizes. I'm going to need that later. Okay, so then I click on, I'm going to leave it in white only, and it's going to have 5 sizes. Create template. Then I can go view templates. So now I've got this created and I've got this created. So now, what I need to do, move some stuff around on my other screen. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna go to our store. I think what we need is a nice mock-up like this, where we have like a shirt, and the sweatshirt, and the onesie. So let's actually see if we can find one. Let's just go to new tab. Sweat, shirt, and a onesie mock-up. See if anybody's got these. If not, we might have to create our own. Well, maybe shirt. Yeah, it could be because onesie is apparently somebody trademarked it, so they're called a bodysuit. Oh, almost. There's even group mockups. Try that. Well, here's it. This keeps coming up, the mockup shop. Maybe they'll have something on there. Probably should have found one first. Yeah, let's click this. Let's go to, well, the mockup shop. That seems like what I'm looking for. Bella and Canvas. Holy crap, they got a lot of stuff. So this is the one for the mockup. Let's go Halloween, see what they have. Let's go Halloween. Getting closer. We can do something like that. Just trying to find one. Of the two, I know they have them, and I'm not seeing them. Sucks. Look, I have these ones. I don't even know what it would be called. Anybody got a good group mock-up from Etsy? See, I want something like that. Let's try this. Should have had this bought ahead of time. Sorry about this. Oh, is that what I want? Oh, that's a shirt. Okay, well, yeah, place it might have it. Let's try to place it. Oh, I always do that. .net, dum-dum. All right, here we go. So here, let's put well, we got lots of these. Oh, that's so close. Gotta be one in here. Let's try a sweatshirt. Like that is close. Oh, I spelled that wrong. How can I have tank tops and t-shirts and not... Oh, this menu's driving me nuts. 1Z. You kidding me? That's not even the sweatshirt. That's probably why this listing, or is it, doesn't have a mock-up. I wonder if they made that. Probably did. Okay, let's try something here. Let's try Halloween mock-up. Why won't he go away now? Like what I could do is buy the one with the sweatshirt. And I could just kind of make my own. Like I get this one, and then I could just put the other one over it. See, there's one that has two. Let's go back here. Let's try this. $750 by $1,200. Okay, so now I gotta resize that. Well, let's try it. Might not like it. Well, I didn't mind it. That's an awful mock-up though. Okay, well, we gotta start with something, so let's go download. So you can either buy it from Etsy, which is probably better than this one. This one's kind of ugly. Not digging it. But just to move along here and download this. I go here. I'm going to go back to Canva. I'm going to upload this. Click edit photo. Actually, I'm gonna go here. And go to uploads. So, and then I'm going to move that over a bit. Good enough. And I'm going to go and try and find a onesie. Forgot about this too. See if they got them. Got onesies? No, you don't. Of course you don't. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, we could piece something together, but I'm just gonna do this. Onesie color, that's fine. Background is white. Let's make the background black so it's easier to remove it. I'll insert the image here. Oops. I'm gonna have to do some, make my own here. Okay, then I'm gonna download this. Sorry, I should have had, I thought it would be very easy to find one of these because I found them before, and now I can't, of course, because we're live, I can't find what I was looking for. So I'm just gonna use Canva to make my own. But you guys get to see this too, so that's a good thing. All right, let's go here. Now let's go upload files. That one. We will go open. Okay, and then I'm going to click it, and then I'm going to click on edit image, background remover. That's why I did it black, so it should be able to pick that up pretty easy, hopefully. See in a second here. Yep, good. All right, so I've got Mama, and I've got Mama's pumpkin. Okay, let's step back here. Let's put Mama up higher. Oh, you don't want to go higher, do you? Okay, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to put this over. Then I'm going to edit image again, background remover. I just wanted to slide it to the side a bit. I'm going to make it bigger. Maybe rotate it. Not my best work. But good enough. Mama and Mama's pumpkin. Okay, we got our hacked together design here. So let's download this. This is the mock-up that we're going to be using on our Etsy shop. So I'm going to download this. Like so. All right, we're getting there, guys. There's untitled. Okay, good. Show in folder. Okay, now we go to our Etsy shop. So the next step is go and create a listing. We're going to create it here. Then we're going to go back and we're going to sync it after. So I'm going to create a listing. Not sure. Oh, add a listing. That button threw me off. Okay, so I had a photo. All right. And then we can add sizing charts and all that too after, but just in the, because we're running out of time here, I'm just going to put it like this. Now, title wise, we can just do this. And we can analyze that, or yeah, just get the tags. Go back to Etsy, close that, close that. Create listing. I'm just going to put that. Who made it? I did. What is it? Finished product. And then you make it. Made to order. Oh, sorry. Do that. Auto. That's fine. We can put in our description. So do all your stuff there. We're going to add a new production partner. We're going to call this one. And they're in Santa Fe, but it's, I think it's California. Let's get this, Santa Fe, there it is. Santa Fe Springs, so 90605, okay. So we're gonna add this as Springs, California, there we go. And about, they print, pack and ship our awesome products for us. Why are you working with them? Need help meeting demand. What's your role? I design everything myself. Doesn't matter what you put there really. Now section, I'm going to put Halloween tags. I'm just going to grab the tags from here. So we got Mama and Mama's, pumpkin, fall, all that stuff. Good, good, good. Materials you can put in. Now price is, we're going to put those at, you're going to see in a second. I'm going to do the sale thing too. Quantity we'll put 999. Now SKU we can't really do, but variations we can. So I got to click on add variations. Oh, category. Here's my category. Category, okay. Sweatshirt. Good. Primary color, orange. Secondary color, white. Sleeve length, long, fine. Pull over for that. Clothing style, I don't know, athletic, holiday, Halloween, graphic. That's pretty basic. I don't know, these are so weird. Here's insane, I guess. Beats me. Okay, and then we'll add them. Halloween shape, that's fine. Okay, variation. So add variation, click this, then scroll all the way to the bottom, create a new one. And then here, we're gonna put, we need the 4 sizes for the women's, and then the 5 sizes for the kids. So I'm gonna go, unisex, small, sweatshirt. Oh crap, sorry, rename. Did that wrong. Well, look how they have it on here. This is basically what we're building. Is this part. So it says sizes. Then we want this. So it's mama. They have a whole bunch. We only have like, we need every size option because the color's all the same. So I'll put unisex, small, might not let me, too many. There we go. I got small, medium, large, and extra large. And then I'm going to put 1Z, newborn. Spell 1Z right, that'll help. And now remember that I took a screenshot of this 6 month, 12 month, 18 month, and 24 month. So I'm going to add that. So I'm going to go here, 1Z, 6 months. 1Z, 12 months, 1Z, 18 months, 1Z, 24 months. There. So I'm going to click on save and continue. Boom. So now I've got these options in here. But notice I don't have anything like attached to awkward styles yet, but we're getting there. So shipping, I'm going to do free shipping. And free, that's good. I'm going to publish this. Publish. Must have a complete translation in the shop's primary language. Okay, it's a new one. So let's find that. That is the new one. Primary language, eh? Well, let's try this. Nothing on that. Never saw that error in my life. Halloween. Shouldn't for photos. Sorry about the dogs. They're gonna go nuts for a second here. Somebody just knocked on the door, of course. Okay, just trying to find this language error. Never seen this before in my life. That's a new one. Never ever saw that. I love how they never give you the spot. I don't know what that is. Oh, description. Ah, okay. This is probably the R. And then we'll put all the rest in there too, but let's see, maybe that's here. Yeah, okay, cool. Phew, okay. When you're listing products on Etsy, all the fields that have a star beside them or an asterisk are required. The other ones aren't. And I usually screw it up, but I did, of course. So I can view my listing now. It looks something like that. Not my best work ever. That mama sure looks horrible. Somebody found some. They posted one in the chat, which I will have a look at after this. Let me just X out of all these windows I got going on over here. Because I gotta find my. There it is. Let's undock that. There we go. Yeah, you guys are quicker than me. Oh, let's see this one. Ah, yeah, something like that. Yeah, I guess like when we run into this, it's pretty much like create your own. Like, it's not awful, but it's not the best one that I've ever done. So we have this up here. Now, the last step we have to do is we actually have to connect this to awkward styles. So go here, and now there are instructions, which I will post in the below this replay. Remind me to post these instructions, but what you want to do is that these are not synchronized in any way, shape, or form at this point. So when somebody orders that on my store, it's not really going to do anything. But I need to connect it here to awkward styles. So what I want to do is go here and then click synchronize products and then synchronize. And then I'll say that after it's synchronized. Now what I have to do is what's called SKU mapping. So in order to do this, we're going to click on edit on any of your non-sync products. So I'll show you in a second here. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. It shouldn't. There's hardly anything in the store. Come on. Synchronize. So basically, the normal way that you do when you have like a single product is you'll go into awkward styles, and then awkward styles will upload it from their servers to your Etsy shop. We're actually creating the listing in Etsy, and then we're synchronizing it with awkward styles because we have basically 2 products in one listing. So if you really wanted to do like multiple products too, you could create like that Care Bears thing or the other stuff as well. You would just create a size for each one. And once this is done, we're going to do step 2, and there's like actual mapping the SKUs to our Etsy shop, which is taking a second here. Just bear with me, or bear with this. Well, while that's loading, I'm going to move this to another screen. I'm going to show you some other stuff too, just kind of some bonus stuff here. The big time for the group is this, which is like more of a summer thing. But these things are absolute like crazy sellers on Etsy. You see there's a whole bunch of them, like Bride and Team Bride. You could do this. This one here, let's just open this in a new tab. You could do this now easily with what I showed you. And there's mockups for all that. Down here, well, cost to ship $3.95 because that's super cheap on their end. But let me see if they're synchronized. Of course. It's still probably something wrong there. So what we're going to do Let's give it another minute, and then if not, I'll show you. I'll just put the link to the last step, and there's a whole video on it too. So maybe I'll pull this over here. So this is the thing, how do I sync products with my Awkward Styles store? So there's two ways, right? The first is from your store into your Etsy sales channel. This is a normal way. When we create a product in Awkward Styles and we push it to our Etsy shop, this is the way we're doing right now. So we're gonna go from the sales channel, like Etsy, into your Awkward Styles store. So the step that we're at is right here. We create new listings you create on your sales channel won't be instantly synchronized with Awkward Styles. You need to synchronize them by going to the products page. Pretty sure I did. Yeah, I'm on that page. And then hit that synchronization button, which I did. And then after your products are synchronized, this is what we're waiting for right here. You'll need to do SKU mapping, which is a process where you assign SKUs on Awkward Styles side to each product imported from your sales channel. In order to do this, click Edit on any of your non-sync products. You'll be taken to the Variations page where you'll be able to assign a product from Awkward Styles to your imported product. To do this, click Sync Product and choose the equivalent Awkward Styles product from your templates. Right, so we created the templates already. We have them both ready to go. After synchronizing your products this way, Awkward Styles system will know exactly which product to send to production every time an order comes in from your sales channel, Etsy in our case, for the listing you sync. This means orders can start to come in. Good news. And I have a video here. This video really walks you through it. It's a minute and 36, and it's basically the steps that I'm trying to show you live. But I'll show you the screen here. Apparently, oh crap, I went to the wrong. Stuck in the synchro loop. Yeah. So it'll be on the products page, synchronized. It just does not want to do it. I'm probably queued up, and they probably run this synchronization every 10 or 15 minutes from a script on their end. So instead of making you guys wait, thankfully there is a video right here, and I'm sure you guys can't hear it. But basically, what'll happen? This is the stage we're at. Then it's going to look like this, okay? And then we're going to find the product that we want. We're going to click Edit. You'll see him do it here. I know you can't hear him, but he's editing the product. And then you go to Sync Product, and so that's the black small. So he goes into his template and he selects black and then small, and then save. And then you repeat that for each of the variants. So we have 4 sizes, and then we have 5 on the onesie, and then it's ready to go. When it says sync, it's ready to go. That's it. So I apologize I can't do this live, but they're just not. Yeah, I'm stuck. Come on, this sucks. I wish it would synchronize automatically, but it didn't. So what I'm going to do is post a link to that video on that page to show you guys how easy it is to do it. And it is basically, so a couple tips, don't do multiple colors. If I do like an orange one and a black one and a red one and a white one, that would mean I have 4 colors. And if I have 4 colors and I have 4 different sizes, now I've got 16 things I have to sync instead of 4 on that one product. So you could do that, but then in your variations on Etsy, you would have to put like black sweatshirt small, black sweatshirt medium, black sweatshirt large, black sweatshirt extra large. Then you'd have to do like white sweatshirt small, white sweatshirt medium, white sweatshirt. You'd have a huge drop-down box when they pick the size, because the size is where they actually select the variant that they want to do. So the end piece is just tying it into Awkward Styles, and that is the full instructions are right here. So I'm sure you're gonna have some questions on that. Maybe once this is done, I can shoot a video on that and add it, but I was hoping not to do that. Yeah, I'm still not getting anything. In progress. So they've got me queued up. I'm in La La Land right now for that. So the basic gist is this. This works for Halloween. This works for Christmas. Watch this. group shits. Look at this. You can get all these. I didn't do matching Christmas outfits. I'm with that on this one. But so do I. Yeah, so that's for the okay, that's cool. Most likely to eat Santa's cookies, most likely to eat the presents, most likely to watch all the Christmas movies. Let's just analyze this real quick. Yeah, check this out. There's some big time sellers in here. Daddy, mommy. Now this is personalized, which is a whole different ball game, but it is possible to do those too. There's some that aren't personalized. Most likely to eat the cookies, most likely to drink all the wine, most likely to watch all the Christmas movies, most likely to shake the presents, most likely to be late for Christmas. This has some good reviews on it too. So in this case, I got like a double thing. I got the unisex size, and then they've got the option. This is a little bit more advanced. You just have to have another variation for this to do it. If you stick with like one variation, so usually 2 packs are best, I find. Let's find anything else. Yeah, the group stuff for Christmas and Halloween and bridal is like huge. I'm just gonna go back and see real quick before I close this off. Oops. Reload. All right, so that will sync, and then I will complete the steps that I'm going to show in the video, the link to their help article. So you're probably going to have questions, that's fine. But your basic listing is created. So the whole thing is come up with an idea, create the mockups, create the template in awkward styles. Then what you're going to do is create the listing on your store from the Etsy side. Then you're going to want to sync the products from awkward styles to your Etsy shop, and then you're going to want to do the SKU mapping is what it's called. And that's just the last step that I couldn't show live, but thankfully I have a video. So that's all I got for you today. This is going to be, it just adds another variation. And like I said, you can use this for any other holiday too. And especially with the bridal stuff and the Christmas stuff, it works really, really well. The real beauty of this is when somebody buys a group listing, they're buying more than one shirt. So you're making, if you have 2 shirts in there, you made double what you would normally make. Like the onesies aren't quite as expensive, but it's just a nice way to increase your average order value in a way that makes sense, because you're going to have like a mom buying, in our case, this sweatshirt and the onesie for her and her kid. But you could do like one for the mom and like a toddler too, or a mom and like 2 toddlers, or a mom and like 3 toddlers. You could do those listings and put them up on your store, and you'll be shocked at how many Etsy buyers really love these group listings. So have you guys seen this before? Give me a 1 if you've seen it. Give me a 2 if you haven't seen the group listing thing in Etsy before. Just let me know. Let me know if you guys are still awake too. So 1 if you've seen it, 2 if you haven't seen it. Oh, right on. Well, there you go. So we added something new for you guys. Seen it, but not how to do it. Okay. Well, now you know how to do it. So the first time through, you're going to be scratching your head a bit. Just post in the forums. I'll help you out. Because it took me a while to wrap my head around what I'm doing here, because it's not as flowing naturally as just going to like awkward styles, listing it, pushing it to your store, or going to like Printful, listing it, pushing it to your store, or Printify, listing it and pushing it to your store. We're kind of doing a reverse, and we're doing a couple variations on it. So anyway, if the data came in, I could show you. Still not there, fuckers. Okay, so we're gonna close it with that. You guys have some homework now, which is, I would say, go and create like 2 or 3 group listings on your shop, and you're going to love these group listings too. They're going to separate you from everybody else who's just doing individual listings, and you can get creative coming up with the actual mock-ups, as you saw, can be a bit of a struggle, but you got to think too, anything that's a little bit more complicated, anything that requires a little bit more thought, anything that requires a little bit more work to actually get it up on your Etsy shop means you're not competing with as many people, because there's not too many people who even know how to do this, let alone people who actually have the creativity to come up with the ideas and make them work. So like we showed that one shop, it was this one, right? They got 15,361 sales, and when you go to their store, their whole store is based on this. Well, there's one. That's a cool one. See, we should have done something like that too. Well, actually, we can do something like that. It's got 4 reviews, so it's getting sales. So this widely free tea shop, pretty cool, right? And like they're making money. They got 755 of these listings, and they have 15,365 sales. That's pretty good. So they're onto something. Their whole shop is based on group listings. So it works well. And they don't really have much competition because people don't know how to do it yet, but they are learning. And once everybody learns, everybody's going to be doing them. And I'm positive they shot their own mock-ups because I can't find these mock-ups anywhere. So there's one that looks like they kind of made one, kind of like I did, like hacked one together. But yeah, like I said, anything that takes a little bit more effort. Mama and Minnie, Mama and Mama's girl, Mama, Mama's boy, Mama and Minnie, Mama and Mama's boy, like Daddy, Minnie. So like so basic and yet probably like kicking butt. Well, let's take this just before I go. Last thing I'll do. Take those sales. Times what? I don't know. That's just one. Multiply that by 2. So this store is about probably $500,000 in revenue. And if their take home after that is even 30%, it's probably more. 165,000, that's not too shabby at all. And that was launched, oh, that's their announcement, June 6th. Yeah, they're running sales too. So they're doing everything right. So anyway, I'm gonna close with that. I'm starting to lose my voice again. So I'll see you on the forums next week. We're gonna do some promo stuff to get actual eyeballs on our store. So I'll kind of walk you through exactly how to do that. And then you can rinse and repeat for all the holidays as well. So a lot to do. Get 2 or 3 of these group ones up on your store. When you get stuck, post for help and I'll help you out. And it's good to be back, and we will talk to you guys next week. Thanks everybody for coming out. See you soon. Hey everybody, welcome to training number 3 of 3 in the Etsy and Halloween challenge. So just give me one if you can see my screen there. You'll probably see I'm actually suspended. Oops, forgot to pay my bill. Pay your bill. $14.86, $14.68, damn. It's just a dummy store anyway, but if you guys are there, give me one in the chat box. Just making sure everybody can see me. Just pay this bill, get it restored. And just give me the one, or let me know. I know where you're at because I recognize all you guys. You're regulars. You know where I'm at. So there. So now I'm good to go again. There's my listings. Good. Awesome. Okay. Cool. Oh, my first things first. I'm just gonna dive in here. I had a question on sales. So you can see that these sales they're not happening right now. So what you want to do, and I do have a whole bunch of stuff to go through here. So I'm going to show you how to run a sale first, okay? And then I'm going to show you how to build a little traffic network around Halloween, and then we'll close it off with anything else you guys want to cover. So let's go here. So go to marketing, sales, and then run a sale, and then we'll do like 30% off. I do 30 because I've seen all the big stores out there doing 30. So I'm like, well, I'll do 32. Now, down here, you gotta put your start date and your end date. So if you're on a short sale, you can do this for like 2 days. And it's nice because when it's under like 24 hours, you actually get an extra little blurb in there. But if you guys have been following my journal, I've been running that new store and I've been running 2-day sales. And sometimes I forget. So I'm like, oh crap. If I forget, then the prices all go up by 30% and I don't make any sales at all. Like, well, I haven't made any on the new store yet, but I'm thinking the benefits of the short days are you get that little slide out on the side too, which says this offer is expiring soon. I don't know if you guys have seen that when you're on Etsy. It's a little slide from the left to the right on the screen when somebody's like looking at your listings. So the short sales work really well, but you can do longer sales too. So I could do like for the full month if I wanted. It's just the countdown thing and the slide out thing aren't as good. So if I do a 2-day sale, I'll do like that. And then I put, for the code, I'm just gonna put September, I'll put 24th. That way I know when it expires, then I'll go continue. Then you have to add all your listings, which is like a pain in the butt. But if you have all your sections in there, then you just look for any that have like numbers in them, and then you select those. So then I'll go review and confirm, and confirm sale, then got it. And now when I go to my store here, you'll see, I hit reload. There we go, that's much better. So that's how you want it to look. With the line through it, the 30% off and the free shipping should give you a leg up on the competition, big time. So that's good. And then going back here, I'm going to show you one other thing too that somebody was asking me about. So go to marketing, go to sales and discounts, and set up these 3. Okay, so the bring customers back, super simple. You just click it, and then you'll do a percentage off. You can do like 10%, and then you could do thank you. I'll put thank you 10. You could do an order minimum as well. So if they have like 2 orders, 2 items, then you give them 10% off, or just 1, or you could just turn it off. And then include customers for the past 90 days. I would turn that on too. And then I also would, so I create one offer. Got it. So now that thank you is going to go out to people. They'll get like a message from me with 10% off. But there's also this one, the abandoned cart one. Remind shoppers to check out. So I did actually use what they suggested, which is come back. And I put numbers on it. And then it's very simple, create the offer. So now your targeted offer is good to go. Your offer will be automatically emailed to eligible shoppers. So they're kind of handling the abandoned cart for you. And then this one, turn favorites into orders. So this is where somebody favorited the item. And then Etsy will send them a message saying, hey, if you want it, here you go with 10% off. So your offer will be automatically emailed to eligible shoppers, 10% off, sent when someone favorites one of your items. So that's pretty cool. So set those 3 up on there. Works very well. Now, when I come in here and I look at my my sales, this is my short sale, right, for the whole store. If I go, say I upload another listing, well then I have to go to details, then I have to go to edit included listings, and then in here under add multiple, you'll see which section it's under, and then you just select it and then add it to your existing sale and click save changes. That's how you get your new ones into your existing sale, okay? Because if you don't do that, the new listings that you put up there are not going to be automatically added. I got a message here. Oh, from Etsy. Who cares? Mark is red. There we go. So every time you list something new, you do have to do that. You have to add it. As well, under marketing and social media, they do have this where you can connect your Facebook page, Pinterest, Twitter, and Instagram. Now, this is directly through your Etsy kind of dashboard. I can never really get the Instagram thing to work because it says I have to have the sell on Etsy app, which I do. And apparently when you start like sharing one of your products with it, if you don't, you get a notification in Instagram or on Etsy. I can't remember which one, which confirms it. But let's say I wanted to share this one. I would click share. Now, I do like this part, but I don't care about this part because I can use FB traffic for this. But you could copy this and use this in your descriptions on FB traffic. So just consider that too, that you don't have to write all your posts out. So anytime you put a listing in here, it'll show under your new listings and you can add that into FB traffic. So going back, just to reiterate what we're doing here, we're going to create a little traffic network of our own because we can't run ads from like TikTok or Facebook or Google or YouTube or Bing even. We can't run them right through our Etsy shop because if you look in here, the only place that you can add tracking is under, I think it's settings, options. There's a place to add Google Analytics, Web Analytics. So you could add Google Analytics in here. And now there is a way, it's very convoluted and quite advanced, where I could add Google Analytics in here. And then in my Google Analytics account, I could create goals. And then I could link my Google Ads account to my Google Analytics account for tracking. And then I could import goals from Google Analytics to my Google Ad account so I could actually track sales. But that's a little bit more advanced. I don't want to get into that today because you guys will be cross-eyed by the time I'm done with that one. Plus, I haven't quite perfected it yet. I'm still working on it with my new shop. So once I have that perfected, then I'll be teaching you guys that too. But it is like, it's not, I don't want to call it a workaround because it is perfectly legit, but it is a way to track sales. And I mean, if you have Google Analytics on your shop, you can actually see quite a bit. You can see where people are coming from. You can see everything. So from a social media point of view, it's actually not a bad thing. So I can show you this. All you need is a web property ID. So what you would do, I'll show you this real quick, because this helps with our social media stuff too. Because we could say, we could track the URL where a sale came from social media. So then we'd know that that one is working really good. So if you don't have an analytics account, go create one. But if you have a Google account, then you have an analytics account. And then we're going to go in here, and this is all website data. Now, apparently I had one for cat cuteness. I don't know what that is, but if you go to admin, and we're going to create an account. Actually, we're going to create a property. Sorry. Well, should we do account or property? Let's go all accounts. Yeah, let's create another account. So let's go here, create account. And then my new account name, we'll call it our store name. And then I'm gonna turn on all this stuff. And I'm gonna click, you have access to 87 accounts. Okay, cool, next. And then property details, create that. Property name, call it the same thing. In US dollars, sure, why not? There's advanced options here, don't need that. Business information, small, I guess. Measure, analyze my online sales, great. Terms of service, doot. And then scroll down, click that one, accept. This changes all the time too, by the way, so it's not really super fun, but in here, we'll go next. Oops. Now I gotta create property settings, data streams. Go find where it is now. See, there's where I can connect my Google Ads. Okay, start collecting data. Set up data collection for your website or app. Choose from where you will be collecting data, the web, Android app, or iOS. So obviously we're gonna do web. Now here is where you put just Etsy.com. Don't put your store name, put Etsy.com. Stream name is Etsy.com. Enhance, we'll turn that on. Create stream. All I'm trying to get is the little number there, the measurement ID, which is actually right there. That's what I need. So now what I can do is I can go copy that. I should be able to plug that right in here. Oh, wrong one. U tag. Oh no, it should be UA. Manage view tag instructions. View tag instructions. Install manually. I think I did a tag manager. Ah, crap. I didn't want the tag. Let's go back here. Did that wrong. Where's the UA that? Let's try this. This is just if you want to track with Google Analytics attribution settings. There's a UA number that I need, and I can't seem to find it right now. Yeah, I'll get out of this in a second. Let me go home. Trying to get the UA number. I can't remember where they put it. Account settings. UA number, where are you? Property settings? Oh, data settings. Import attribution. Okay, let me go into one of my other ones here. See if I can get it. Let's try this one. Oh, did I set up the wrong property? Because that's what I need, the UA. But this is not showing for this. Okay, so apparently I don't know what I'm doing. This is some new tag thing, and that's a Google tag, but I don't want a Google tag. I actually want, for Christ's sake. Yeah, I'll have to come back to this because it's not giving me the thing. I haven't done a tag in a while. Account settings, create property. Let's try this again. Keeps taking me to this screen. Turn off enhance. Okay, give me a UA number. I don't want that other thing. Gee, man. Okay, so they've changed something back here. I don't know what it is. I'm just gonna get out of here because I need a UA number that I can plug in here, and I don't have it, and they can't take this new one yet, so that was pointless. Okay, sorry guys. Web property ID. I'll figure that out. I don't know why they're doing that. This should work. It's gonna bug me now. Sign up, enter your web property. Analytics tracking instructions. Okay, there are instructions there, which I did not do. Sorry, I'm just going to try this again because it's bugging me. Overview. Yeah, waste. Okay, I'll get rid of that. So the whole that's why I didn't go into this, and I just wasted a bunch of time. But if I can get my UA number, which now it's a G number, which I have no clue why it's like that, then I can punch that in here. I could attach that to my Google Ads account. I could create goals in Google Analytics, and I could import the goals from Google Analytics to my Google Ads account. Then I could run my own ads if I wanted to my shop. But since I can't do that, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get out of this. And we're just going to create our own traffic network, which looks like this. So let's go here to yeah, I'm drawing a blank there. Forgot the name of my freaking thing. Smart. Wow, I'm not having a good day. Okay, here we go. Let's do it this way. So we want to get traffic to our shop. So we're going to use a Facebook page, Facebook group, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and then we can, that's what we're going to use, but the theme is Halloween, not our shop name. And then for more, there. This is what we're doing. So we need this, but instead of it being for our store, we're going to use Halloween in this case. So for Christmas, you're going to make Christmas pages, groups, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and then you're going to rinse and repeat and add more and more and more. And what I mean by that is if I go here and I go to Halloween, you'll see that if I go to just pages, so there's everything Halloween, 551,000 likes, all things Halloween, 1 million likes, all things Halloween and fall. That's a really good indicator there. 231,000 likes. These are just pages with likes. But like, I love Halloween. So we can go check this one out real quick. This is a page, not a group. So they have a lot of people on there. And they're just posting to it. Oh, this is actually old. And that is probably a link to Amazon. Oh, Spirit Halloween. So I'm guessing back when 15 hours ago they posted this, and that's actually an affiliate link. They got 13 comments, 33 shares. So instead of us posting stuff like that as an affiliate and going to like Spirit Halloween, we are going to instead post stuff like that going to our own Etsy shop. So what we need to create is all these assets. So to do so, first thing we need, now the question is, do I just use my normal email or do I create a new email? So I always create a new email just in case one of these places decides to ban me. It's not going to affect my other stuff. So they'll have a harder time tracking me down. If I just use like ppccoach@gmail for all of these, then if Facebook decided one day to ban me, which they have in the past, then all my Facebook assets are gone. They're just toast. So if I use a new one for like Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest, then that's good. Facebook, I can't really create another Facebook account because they'll just ban that right away. But I can protect myself a little bit with like Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest. So let's go and do that now. So first things first, let's create a Halloween page. So we're gonna go here and look at all the, this is a good thing to look at too. On Etsy, there is a lot of Halloween and fall combinations. And on Facebook, there's a lot of pages and groups that say not just Halloween, but it's fall as well. And if you go to Etsy and you search for like, go here. Something you can sell. Are these kind of things. So autumn leaves and pumpkins, please. Pumpkins, love, fall, y'all, brewing company, just a pumpkin skeletons, all that stuff. These are all falling under fall and Halloween, basically. But there are just fall designs too. Even something like that, you can get that very easily off like Creative Fabrica. So if you look at that, yeah, here's the tricky thing that these guys do. $8.39 for this shirt. So you're like, how the hell are they making money? Well, what they did is a little screw you to the customer, and they charged 20 bucks for shipping. So they did the upfront, they got a super low price, but add 20 bucks to that. So now you're at $28.38 for this shirt. So now you're making money. So you see that all the time. Oh, big sale, 40% off, super cheap, like under 10 bucks, I'm gonna buy that. And then by the time the person adds it to cart and then gets to the shipping cost of 20 bucks, they're like, ooh, I didn't like that. And that might be, actually this is getting sales. It might leave a bad taste in the people's mouth, honestly. So anyway, so let's go here. Let's create our page in our group. So we go to see more. Scroll down to pages. There, or right there, page. Now I'm going to make a Halloween group. So I'm going to create a new page. I'm going to call this I Love Halloween. Category, you can put retail and shopping and retail. And then here, you can put I love Halloween, do you? Something like that. Create page. I'm gonna put in fall since you gave me that error. I'll create the page, and now we just need a quick, you can put in a profile picture right here. Facebook cover. Easiest way, just pick one of these. That's cool. I like that. Download. I can move all this around and do all that fancy stuff if I want, but I don't really need to for this demo purposes. So the website, just going back here, it's going to be our Etsy shop. Email, I can put the email for that if I want, or I can create a new one. On Facebook, it doesn't really matter because we can't really use the stuff that we can use on the other ones. Let's go there. I just want to get to the point where I can add this. There we go. Add a cover, drag and drop. So I got that downloaded here. and then a profile pic. It's actually pretty good. I'll go here, I'll just create a design, custom size, and I'll do 500 by 500. And then all I'm going to do is go to elements. I'm going to look for a jack-o'-lantern in this case. And it doesn't really matter which one, but good enough. And eyeball that, center it. There we go. Share, download, download. I'll go back to my page, and I'll just drag that one in there. Next. Oh, I should have done the add action button where it'll go to my store. Next. Done. Okay, so there's my page. I love Halloween and fall. Almost done. Not now. There. So that's ready for some posts. Then I'll go back here, and I'm going to go to the main Facebook. I'm going to go to, oops, click the logo. And then I'll go to groups, and I'll create a group with the same name. Now privacy, put it public. I find if you put it private, you won't get like any traction at all anymore. So it used to be private, then you'd ask questions and you'd have to like get everybody in there. Then again, in here, I could change this a little bit. Canva, home. We'll just change it slightly. So let's make a copy of this one. Click it. Now I can edit this. I can move this over. Oh, they got that in the back. That's why. Okay. Something like that instead. You don't even have to do that. It's probably not even necessary, but yeah, why not? Make it a little unique. Download. And yes, I am going through this in excruciating detail just because I had some people asking me about, you know, how do I do this with Facebook, and you're telling me to create a new email, and why do I need a new email for Twitter and Pinterest and all that stuff, and that's why I'm doing it. Save changes. Now on here, there isn't really, like, you can add a description. You can say, post your best Halloween and fall pics and videos to the group. Don't forget to check out our shop on Etsy too. That's it. Make sure you put that. That way people have some way to get to your shop. And then create a post. We're not going to do that because we're going to do that through FP traffic. Now over here, under group settings, we got the web address. You could customize that too. Group color, badges, affiliation, participation, approval is off, but you could turn it on if you're getting spammed too much. Who can participate? Only profiles. Approve all member posts is off, but you can turn it on if you're getting spammed. So groups are something that they can take a little bit of time out of your day, especially if if you get a lot of spammers coming in. So we don't want a lot of spammers, but it does happen. So I've got those created. Now what I want to do is create an Instagram, but before I do that, I'm going to need a new email account. Because for Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest, I'm not going to use an existing email. So I'm going to go to Gmail, I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go to add another account. and I'm going to click use another account, and I'm literally going to make up an account here. So it's going to be Halloween page group at gmail.com. See if this one's available. See, nobody's really going to see this except, I mean, maybe the people on Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest. So, oh, sorry, create account for myself. Did that wrong. And I'll use my real name. And then Halloween, all under Halloween 2022 PG page and group. I'm doing that because I'm thinking every sort of variation of Halloween is taken. I'll do there, hopefully I made those match. Okay, now I'm going to put in my number here. So I'm going to do this on another screen so you guys can't see it. Click next. Oh, it's not good. Okay, so I just tried to do that and they gave me an error message, of course, because we're live. So I'm going to have to use an existing email. God damn it. Urgh, so annoying. I am having no luck with live stuff lately, by the way. When I put my phone number in, it gave me an error message saying I can't use that phone number. So that sucks. We're going to have to use an existing one here. So let's see what I got available. I don't even know. I got a couple. Here we go. Sign out, sign out, sign out. Try this one. Okay, so I'm going to use this only because my email was not present. I probably already had a freaking Twitter account on that. Crap, crap, crap. Okay, let's log out of this one. Which one doesn't have one? This one? Try this. Oh, you know what I could do? Doesn't have to be a Gmail. Create a Yahoo account. Here we go. There, on the fly. Smart thinking. There. Recovery number. Oh, you buggers. They all want this now. You know, I remember back in the day when I didn't have to give my friggin' cell phone number out to every single thing I did. Now I get all those stupid spam messages too. I'm going to enter my code 44927, then I'll pull the screen back over here. So if you're out of Gmail accounts, just create a Yahoo account. There. You could even create a Hotmail account if you really wanted to. Okay, so I'm going to save this as Yahoo Halloween 22pg at yahoo.com. So remember that in robo form, and then I click done. Because really the only reason I need this account is to verify my email on Twitter and all that other stuff. So now I'm going to move this down. I'm going to go to Twitter. And in here, don't want that. Crap. Okay. If I could get log out. There we go. Don't have an account, so I'm going to sign up. Name. Halloween Bob. Use email instead. Email is Halloween2022pg@yahoo.com. And your date of birth. They might actually ask you this for confirmation down the road. So if you put a fake one, just remember what the fake one was. Otherwise, you'll never get in here. Next. I don't care about that. Next. Next. Okay, so there it is. So they send me a code. So I go here. Check the spam folder. Nothing yet. I got the right code. Halloween 2022. Yeah.com. I think that's what I have. I'm guessing because it's a free account, they'll only check it like every 15 minutes or so, which is fun. So while we're waiting, let's move on to the next one. So I just got to load another screen here. Okay. So while we're waiting on that, we'll go here, we'll go sign up for Pinterest. Next, they make you go through a whole ton of crap here. Super annoying. Done. All set. Good. Now the key here is I'm going to have to verify my email too, as well. But I want to go up here and I want to convert to a business account. Click upgrade. And profile name, that'll be our business name. And we'll do, or we could actually do Halloween. Why don't we do it like this? I love. See if it'll take that. Do I have a website? Yep. So let's go to Etsy and get our website name again. Which is here. Next. Other. Next. Don't care. Next. But I'm not sure yet. Okay, so now, get out of this. And we're going to go to create a pin. And I don't want any of that. I'm just going to go like this, and then I'm going to go to my store. Drag this in here. Still nothing, eh? So dumb. Yeah, I'm positive that Yahoo just doesn't even bother checking your email. Okay, so I'm going to create this pin. So I already have that image somewhere, but I'm just going to take a screenshot because I can't remember where I saved it. So let's use Snagit to grab it. Save. Then over here, let's go File, Save As. Images. And the link. Grab the link. So now I'll go here. And that's not downloads, it's in images. Open destination link, paste. Font. Like that. Then here I'm going to hit the drop down. Oh, I'll go publish. This should load with the, oh there it is, create port. Okay, so I'll call this Halloween. Now I'll publish that to the Halloween board. Good. Good. That's all I need there. Stay logged in there. This just will not go yet. I'm gonna try something. Let's try this. I haven't used this in a while, so like Yahoo email. Oh, there we go. Yay, Pinterest. So we got the Pinterest one. So we'll confirm our address there. Good. Now I'll just go here to my test came through. Twitter did not. Weird. Did I type it right? Halloween 2022 pg@yahoo.com. Well, I know the email works. So anyway, we're waiting on Twitter. So now let's do Instagram. But usually I do Instagram on the phone because I found when I try and do it this way, it never works. So I'm going to try this again, but I don't know that it's going to work for me. I think maybe if I log in with Facebook and then try and create my... Okay, let's try this. Sign up now with that email. Let's try this. Whoa, what happened there? Why am I on Precision Powers board? Oh, and I hit the freaking wrong button. God damn it. don't know what that was. I think I hit a mouse thing. And I know these guys have asked me in the past for my date of birth because I've created like too many fake accounts, I think. So I've been starting to just put in my real one. Up here, I'm going to put Instagram, Halloween Bob. So I'll save that there. Next. Okay, so they sent one. So now let's go back here. So Twitter is the only one not coming through. 467915. 467915. Now, being a Facebook company, yeah, I always get in trouble with that. This is why I go on the phone, because I don't know why. Unless I typed it in wrong. 467915. 467 yeah, they always do that. Like, always. See, it actually did create my account, but yet it gives me the, crap, I gotta show all this shit. Yeah, sure, let's follow her. Okay, so let's go to profile. And see, my account is created, which is good. I just have no posts. So you can edit your profile, you can make it look pretty, do all that good stuff, but I actually have the Instagram created, Pinterest created, and Twitter is still not doing it. So let's try phone. So I'm gonna move this to another thing. See if they tell me I've used it too many times. And they're just texting me a number. Okay, here we go. Seven 75924. Okay, so I could use my phone number here, which is good. Password. Okay, so I'm going to move this back over. Next. Skip for now. Bob Halloween, sure. Don't care. All freaking accounts. Okay, so Twitter set up, Pinterest set up, that's set up. Now what I'm going to do is go here, and I'm going to see if my Instagram is the only one. I'm not sure if it'll show up in my FB traffic account. So let's go here. Let's log in with Facebook, and let's go to profiles. Yeah, this, I know it's very convoluted, but the key thing we're doing here is we're creating these 5 accounts. These 2, I wanted to show it, like these 2 go through your main. These 3 is where I use a different email. And you can see with the Gmail thing, I've got so many like basically fake Gmail accounts that I use to open up these for my shops and stores and all that. That you hit a limit, and then Google's like, oh, you can't use that phone number anymore. That's why I have to go to Yahoo and create one. So let's go back here. There it is. All right, now we're just going to add these to our, we're going to go add profile. We're going to do a page first. And this will be our I Love Halloween and Fall page. So I'm already connected, so I'm just going to do edit settings. And what I do here is I go Control F, I type in Halloween. And you can see I got a couple in here already. And then to get to the next, I'll go like that, and then I'll go there. That's my new one. So I'm going to go next, done. So now that page is connected to my FB traffic account. So now what I want to do is add my Facebook group to the account as well. And again, I keep forgetting to delete profiles, which is not good. So I gotta wait a second. And then basically I'm gonna get some content and I'm gonna start posting that to it. So I'm gonna go add profile groups. And in here, it's gonna be the same thing. You don't need to freaking, is there a setting in here? Stop refreshing, my God. Settings. Nope. I don't know why it refreshes my freaking profiles every time I try and do something. Then add a profile, groups. Don't refresh it. This is where you throw computer through window. You guys have probably sat through this crap too. Okay, I'm having no luck on adding a group, so let's try Instagram. Don't refresh my profiles. You're lucky. Then go to edit settings, and then we're going to find that it's not in here because this is the weird part. If I don't open it up through the app, through the phone app, I can never get it to show in here. So I wanted to try it just this time to see, but I can't. So what I have to do is I have to go and open up that Instagram account through the phone in order to get it to show, because it did not show. And I don't understand why it doesn't show through the desktop when you open it, but it literally never does. So let me log into Instagram. Okay. So I can't add Instagram because I didn't open up through my phone. So if you want to add Instagram to FB traffic, you have to open it through your phone. Otherwise it will not show. And I can't explain why. It's just a glitch. So let's do Twitter. And you can see here, this is good. I'm going to just authorize that app. Redirecting you back. Good for you. Thank you. Send me back. And I'll go to profiles. Tons of error messages there. Then I'll do Pinterest. And make sure you're logged into these ones. So you can see I'm logged in. So give access. Good. So that's added. And I'll do add profile. Twitter, Pinterest. Can't do Instagram. Let's try a group again. For some reason, it's in some weird cycle where it will not let me add a group, but I should be able to add my group. I don't know what's going on here. Might have to log out and log back in. Okay, great, they've been updated. That's nice. Now, let's see if it pulled it in. There's one group. Nope. Did not pull it in. Okay, so swear to God, this, okay. It's not working, I don't know why. So I'll have to send like a support note there. But what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go to the profiles and I'm just gonna go to the page. So I'm gonna go to pages. Then I'm gonna do Halloween. There it is. Okay, now I'm in this part for this one. And what I need to do is set my schedule. So I click on schedule. Then I'm just going to post in the morning. And then I'm going to post in the evening. Save. So now I've got that set up. Now I need content. So for content for this one, I need to find some. So if I go back to, I just like to go to Facebook. It's easiest. And I'll just go through like big groups. Go to groups only. So this is where you're getting content that probably has the most. So for example, this one, Forever Fall and Halloween, 1 million members. So go to media. I can see all their photos and videos and all that stuff. All I'm going to do is like click it, and right click, save. I'm going to create a folder. I'll call it, well, I'll go under challenges here. 36, 37. And I'll put, save it there. Now let's go to the next one. Loading super slow, because of course, because I'm live. Come on, come on, come on. So let's go like this, click it. Save. This or that fall edition. So since I am doing fall and Halloween, I'll do that. And that. And you can see I can just keep going. Somebody's just uploading office photos here. So I'm gonna try and, that's cute. Try to get to the better stuff. There we go. Weird, 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 weird. There we go. That's cool. So this one, I bet you they're just posting that to see if they can get a reaction. And then they'll actually sell it. So they got a gnome with like, you could create this very easy. And post one on your store. And they even did a video. Oh, cutie. There's one. And if you post something like that and it gets a lot of likes and shares and comments, go make one, put it on your shop. I'm not being super picky with it, but you can see these are getting comments and they're getting likes. Autumn Equinox. These are all new posts, by the way, 1 hour ago. 1 hour. Like this group is super active. That was posted 1 hour ago. It's got 5 shares already. Yeah. Cool. Well, that's neat. Love it. Okay, so you get the idea. We're just going to pull a bunch of content from here. You could even go to discussion and look at, you know, what's getting talked about a lot. Probably Pioneer Women fans. Somebody sharing that. Went for a ride last night, had some engine trouble, so you can save that image. And you can see it's got comments and shares. So all this stuff with like comments and shares is the stuff that you want to be kind of grabbing. Comments and shares there. So you can do it through the media part, or you can do it through the feed directly. Another one. Interesting. That's cool. This is a popular one for Halloween. Okay, so I got a bunch in my folder here. Now I'm just gonna real quick go back here. I'm going to pretend like I have my Facebook group and my Instagram account attached, even though I don't. and I'm going to go to upload content, select a profile. It's going to be I love Halloween and fall. Now I'm going to go to my folder, so show in folder. Now I'm going to do is drag and drop. So I got all these, select them all, drop them here. So now at 8 in the morning and 12 o'clock in the afternoon, my content is going to go up. I'm going to reserve the evening post for my products. So I'm going to show you how to do that next. But you can see here, that's how it's going to look. Then if I go to my page here, I'll probably load my profile, so it didn't. Okay. So I already have some Halloween pages. That's Pinterest. That's it. So if I click on this, I can see all my posts. So 12 p.m., 8 a.m., 12 p.m., 8 a.m., all the way through. So before I do anything else, I'm going to chain these together. So I'm going to go to chains. I'm going to base it on my I love Halloween. This is the kind of anything I post to here is going to get posted to these other profiles. So for me, it's anything with Halloween in it. So I have 2 more pages. I'm going to post it to it. And I do suggest you make more than one page. Then I got groups. I got Halloween. I got another one. There's my Twitter. And then I have my Pinterest board. So I'll save those chains. So I've got to go into my one page, page number 2, page number 3. That is a Facebook group, that is Twitter, and that is Pinterest. So I post content to one page and it goes to 5 other social media accounts. Save chains, there we go. Now when I go down here and I look at it, I'm like, okay, that's great, Will. You got these going out in the morning and at noon. What about your products? Like, we got to sell crap too, right? Yes, absolutely we do. So this is where we go over here to the compose button, and we're going to select our profile. It's going to be I love Halloween, because this is our main one for the chains. And in here, this is where we take our image. So I'm going to click here, go to images, which I think is, nope. There it is. Open. And then in here, I'm going to put a little emoji. Do that one. And I'll put, how cute is this mama and kiddo sweatshirt and onesie combo. Get one here if you want. And you can say more if you wanted, but don't really need to. Grab the URL. Now here, I could put that full thing, or I could do a bit.ly link, whatever you want to do. I'm just going to put the full one in here for now, just to save time. Now under schedule, I could set the date. So I could say, okay, I want this to go out. Click the calendar. I want it to go out today, but I know I got one going out at 8, and I know I got one going out at noon. So let's do a 6 o'clock p.m. product post. So today at 6 o'clock p.m., this one will go out, and on here I'll put Halloween. I'll put mama, and I'll put kiddo, I'll put sweatshirt, put onesie, I don't know, something like that. Hashtags, I'll put Halloween. First comment, which will show up. It doesn't really show up in groups anymore for some reason, but it shows up on pages. I'll put, did you get one? Or how cool is this? Anything like that. And when I click save post, I got to add in the link, because the link is used on Pinterest. So now I click save post, and this one is now scheduled. So if I go to my page here, FB traffic, you'll see I've got all these are still showing. Under scheduled, I've got 2 a day for content showing, but under set date, you'll see there's my product. So now what you're going to do is you're going to schedule all your products to go out every day at like 6 o'clock to all of your social media assets. As you start gaining a following, gaining traction, gaining subscribers, gaining whatever, followers, likes, and all that stuff, as people start sharing your groups, joining your groups, looking at your pages, Facebook sharing your pages, Pinterest is sharing your boards, Twitter sharing it, Instagram sharing it. This is where this little kind of traffic machine that you just built today is going to really take off and do very well. So you'll note that it's not my store name. It's a holiday name. And as you move on and you go, okay, Halloween's over, now what the hell do I do? Keep loading content. Just go in there, grab a whole bunch of content, schedule it to go out basically year round. And then you can set your product posts to go from like, I don't know, August, September, October, every year. And then you're like, what's next? Well, Thanksgiving. So if you have Thanksgiving products on your shop, you can create a Thanksgiving group, and then you can repeat this. And then what else? Well, Christmas. If anything, you should have Christmas groups. And if you're wondering about Christmas groups and pages, all that good stuff, look at this. Let's just go to pages. 365 days of Christmas, 144,000 likes. The Christmas page, 656 likes. Community, countdown to Christmas, 1.1 million likes. Old time Christmas and old time art of the seasons, 291,000 followers. Okay, so that's pages. Now let's go to groups. Christmas year round, 266,000 members, 77,000 members. That's actually an old boot camp of mine. Oh, that's old. 2018, holy crap. Oh, there's 2021. Okay, it's showing like my boot camps, but everything Christmas. I love Christmas all year long. The magical holidays of Christmas. And they even put emojis in there. Christmas countdown, Christmas decorations, Christmas crafts, forever Christmas. There's some big Christmas ones. I saw some huge ones. But the point is, you can do more than one group, and you can name them different names, and people won't even realize it's you. Look at this, Christmas decoration lovers. Let's just check this one out. Say I wanted to join the group. You can ask me questions. History. Created January 9th, 2022. And they are at 685,000 members. If you just had this group for your Christmas stuff, and like they say no advertising, no selling, no spamming. If you own it, you can advertise, sell, and spam as much as you want. So I'm going to cancel that. I don't want to go in there. But you've seen these groups. You know they're huge. And you know that the people who run them typically aren't even selling anything. They just like Christmas. They like decorations. They're not like entrepreneurs. So you could even, the option 2, like I've said before, is go to these groups, join them, and then find out who owns them and say, hey, you know what? I'll give you $20 if you let me post this. And 9 times out of 10, they'll let you because they don't know how much freaking of a gold mine that they're sitting on. So you probably have to like ask 10 people to get like maybe 3 to say yes, but it's a numbers game with that. So going to groups and asking for permission to post your products is another way. The third way is going to groups and just posting a picture of your product, waiting for people to comment, and then just sending them a direct message with the link. Like, hey, I noticed you like this. Here's a link if you want to buy one. I'll even give you, here's a link for 10% off if you want to buy one right now. That is done all day long on Facebook. And as a group owner, I hate it, but I know it's done. So I own multiple groups, and I know it's done in multiple groups. And you've seen it done in multiple groups, but that's basically 3 ways. The way I would focus on the most is building your own traffic, because when you have that Halloween traffic, when you have that Thanksgiving traffic, Christmas, Valentine's Day, all those holidays, St. Patrick's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, when you have all those holidays built in there, even like a mom group, start a friggin' mom group. And you know what you can sell those moms? Anything and everything. Year round. Like that's an evergreen group that you could start. If I go to Facebook right now, I know there's so many local mom groups, but just moms. Let's go to groups. This is getting off the holiday thing, but Moms of London. Work from home, mom and dads. 98,000 members, 4 posts a day. Motivated moms, work from home group. Moms work from home business opportunities. Moms and nannies. Moms who slay online sales healers. Okay, I don't know what that is. Toronto moms. Moms over 40. Moms. Actually, that might be mine. Single mom dating sites. Moms working from home and loving it. Single moms. Like, can you imagine this group is all like, it's probably an MLM group for some like Avon or something. But anyway, say I want to promote my site, my membership site, the group coaching program. I'm like, where can I find people? Well, mom's working from home and loving it. Okay, I could join this group and I could start posting stuff. And if people are like, I could post like, oh, I just started this Etsy shop and I work from home. I've been doing it since 2007. I really love it. People start commenting. Well, I could message them and I could say, well, look, I also offer this. And I could send them to my group coaching site. But that's on the coaching side. On the physical product side, mom's working from home. If I have this, I could post it in that group and say, hey, I just saw this. What do you guys think? And then they post their responses, and then I can direct message the people. Or I can contact the owner. Where's the members? I haven't joined the group, but about Brenda isn't a min. Brenda Hughes. So let's check out Brenda Hughes. Okay, Brenda Hughes. I can message her. I could say, hey, Brenda, I see you're in min of this group. I'm thinking you own it. Could I post this in your group and pay you $20 right now by PayPal? And she might be like, yeah, for sure. So here it is, Party Light Candles. Oh, okay. So the whole point of this, and so Party Light Candles, I'm guessing, is like an MLM thing, multi-level marketing. So that's what they're doing. They created a moms who work at home group. They didn't create a Party Light Candles group because the moms who work at home is their demographic. Same with us. We're creating a Halloween group because we can sell that Halloween group anything we want. So it's just a total mind shift for everybody. All right, I went way long, but I'm probably going to cut out that part with the analytics and the replay because that made no sense at all. I'm going to take some questions that came in, then I'm going to close this one off. Oh, sorry, non-newbie here. What is FP traffic? So FP traffic is Facebook page traffic. This is what I use to control my auto posting on social media. And it allows me to like scale and build groups and pages and really get traffic anywhere I want, because you can see I can build up traffic for like Halloween, and I can build up a group and pages or groups and pages and Twitter accounts and Pinterest boards and Instagram accounts, and then I can post whatever I want on those. And when I'm posting products, they're going to my store. So I'm going to benefit when people buy that. So it's like free traffic. It's a free traffic network that I've created for myself that I'm going to use for my benefit to promote my Etsy product listings and make money. Okay, so how do you get all the big sellers to show up when you do a search on Etsy? In regards to EverBee and training number 1, I did it as a search, but my results were less than stellar. Okay, so on Etsy, let's go to Etsy. So let's just look real quick. So if I go in here and I go, let's say fall t-shirt, because that's coming up. And I want to look at the big sellers, then I'll just go here. I'll go to analytics. I hope I'm logged in. No, I'm not. Okay. EverBee, there it is. Sign in. I'm going to hit reload. Oh no. When you have that showing, that means you're good. So I'm going to hit analytics now. And what it did is it just analyzed that whole pages. There's 69 listings on there, and I can sort by total sales. I can see, for example, this one, Pumpkin Patch, is doing pretty well. So Pumpkin Patch, Pumpkin Shirt, Thanksgiving Tee, Cute Fall Shirt, Fall Tee, Pumpkin Silhouette, Bella Canvas Tee, Women's Graphic. It has 525. Wow, that is a good one. Man, I'm going to make one of those. So it's got different types of pumpkins and their names, I guess. So if we take like, well, we could even go here. Sorry, go here, and it has about 2,332 sales approximately at $26.95. which is, that's some pretty good money. 2332 times 26.95, and then equals, wow, holy shit, 62,000 on this one shirt. Yeehaw. That's amazing. That's a winner. I'm going to bookmark that because I'm going to put that in mind. But the cool part is I can also see their title and their tags. So when you find a big winner like this and you know the title, you know the tags, make more than one version of the shirt. Make like 5 versions of a pumpkin patch, pumpkin shirt, Thanksgiving tee, cute fall shirt, and use that title and use this for the tags. And then take it a step further, you can look at this one too, which I think we've seen this one. Yeah, this one too has a lot of sales. If you're like, well, there's not 13 tags in there, well, go to number 2. Look at the tags. Now you got even more. So you can mix and match your tags on your listings. So if I know that these pumpkin shirts somehow are doing really well, I'm going to create 5 different pumpkin shirts. And they're going to be like 5 variations. So they're not going to be all the same. Maybe some will have the writing on it. Maybe some will just be pumpkins. I know what the tags are to use that are working on Etsy. And I know what the titles to use are. So I can do that. And then love fall, y'all. So look at the tags on this. And even this design, love fall, y'all. Check this out. You're like, I couldn't make that in a million years. Well, okay, that's fine. Go here and go to love fall, y'all, PNG. And there it is. You can buy it for $3.16. Now, do you have print on demand rights? I don't know with this one. We can look. So usually down in here, no physical product will be sent. Download licensing for personal or commercial use for small businesses, only up to 100 sales. For more sales, please contact me for an extended license. There you go. So you can use it for up to 100 sales. Once you get that, then buy the extended license. That's actually a good idea. So somebody's selling that PNG. Somebody took that PNG, put it onto a shirt, and they are now kicking butt with sales. Neat, eh? Now, I wouldn't want to do the exact same shirt. I'd want to make it a little bit different. And if you could find like leopard print lettering and maybe change it around a little bit, use some different color scheme, just make it look a little bit different, that's probably better. But that's how I use EverBee anyway. And that's how you find and make sure that you're only listing products that are selling already and you do your own variation of it. So I see a lot of people are still following the old, I'm going to list 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 products and they're not getting any sales. Well, number one, you don't know if that thing's working or not. So you got to use spy tools to find the stuff that is and make your own variation. That's the first problem. Second problem is there's no external traffic being sent to your Etsy shop or your listing. So of course you're not getting any sales because you're being ignored because the 4.3 million other users that are on there, maybe they have more sales than you. So they're going to get better listing position in the search results than you are. So you got to consider that as well. So for example, this store, Candor Royal Tees, 17,338 sales. If you have this shirt and they have this shirt, guess who Etsy's going to show first? These guys. So you got to get on their radar somehow. Eventually, you won't need to be doing the free traffic, but I mean, why would you stop if it's free and you built your own network? I would keep it going. I do not like this part. Isn't there more user-friendly software for e-commerce? Yeah, I didn't like that part either. No, the analytics is tough. So analytics, we're going to skip. When you have Google Web Analytics thingy going, does it allow you to go back in time or analysis of data, or is it collecting data only going forward? They will actually allow you to go backwards with Google because they have the data. They go backwards and forwards, so it's very cool. What's the benefits of attaching the Google Analytics account to our Etsy shop? Is it just to run Google ads? No, it's to see, like, say we create this traffic network of social media sites, and all of a sudden we're getting sales. Well, you could go to Google Analytics and you could look at where they came from. That's pretty friggin' sweet, right? So then you know, okay, that one was working here in this group with this post. Now I know what image to use. I know how to write my description. I know where to place it. I'm going to go and duplicate that over and over again because I've got the right wording. I've got the right, picture. I've got everything right. I want to see what was good, and I want to replicate that in my future posts. Have you set up Facebook and IG shopping connected to your store? No, I haven't. I love this part. Facebook pages and Pinterest and FP traffic, good stuff. Okay, fair enough. Wouldn't it be easier to post your products in the group? You could do it all manually. Yes, you could. You absolutely could. You could even do the content manually if you wanted. Like I can go to a group. Let's go back here. Well, for example, let's go to any group. Let's go to my group. So say I have my group, right? And I want to post something. I go here and I could upload the picture and then I could write something. Then I could schedule it. So I could schedule the date and time, hit schedule, and just repeat that like 100, 200 times if I wanted. The only reason I'm using FP traffic is it's faster. So I don't have to spend all day doing that. What are your boot camps about? My membership's about to expire. I'm wondering what to do. Well, the membership on here just keeps going. So we're going to be doing Etsy and Christmas next. And I do have an Etsy or a Christmas boot camp coming up. So the boot camps are just a little bit more advanced than the group coaching program. And they cost a little bit more. Did you say to continue posting year round, even on specific holiday pages? Yeah, I do. Like, if we're only posting twice a day and it's year round, we need like 600 pictures. We can easily get 600 pictures from all the groups out there. We load it up once and forget about it. And then we can come back in and we can have our content going out year round, but we could have our product posts going like 2 months and starting 2 months in advance of the holiday itself, right? Because we can set the date for those posts. So it's very powerful that way. So because it's free, minus the 37 hours I'll need to set up the traffic network, we're not worried about traffic leakage, right? Yeah, so free traffic is not free. Your time is going to be huge to set up your free traffic network. And because we're not paying per click and we're not paying per impression, really there's no money coming out of our bank account. The only thing we're investing is a boatload of time into getting free traffic. So it is a huge trade-off. I like paid ads because I don't have to invest a whole bunch of time in free traffic and just wait. Like free traffic is like the tortoise in the hare race. It's super slow, takes a while to get going. Once it gets going, once you have a group that gets to a large, like 100,000 members, 200,000, 300,000 members in a group and they're all active, that's when you start really making money. And that's where you're like, man, I'm glad I set that up like 3 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, or you're kicking yourself because you didn't do it. Because you see all these other people with like, right now, I see all these people with these gigantic Halloween groups and pages. I'm like, I could have done that. Why didn't I do that? You don't want to ever say that sentence to yourself. So free traffic is free from a monetary point of view. From a time point of view, it's actually more time than paid traffic, a lot more time. So it's a trade-off, big time, but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. All right, so with that, I'm going to close it off. Your homework is to set up your free traffic network now. So you can create multiple pages, multiple groups, multiple Twitter, multiple Pinterest, multiple Instagram. Instagram, you got to do it through your phone in order for it to connect to FP traffic. I don't know why. It's just always been that way. I just want to see if it had switched at all since I last did it, but apparently it hasn't. So Instagram, create it through your phone, and then you'll be able to pick it up through FP traffic and add it as a profile, chain them together, gather your content, set your schedule, upload your content, and then go back in and set the dates for your products, for your product posts. And then as your groups and pages and Twitter and Pinterest and Instagram grow, your traffic will grow and you'll start getting sales on Etsy. So plus the other real cool part is when Etsy sees where all the traffic comes from. So if Etsy sees that you're not a store that's just sitting there waiting for them to give you traffic, but you're actually actively going out and sending traffic from other social media platforms, they love that, and they will reward your store because they know everything. They can look at your shop and they know where all the traffic, well, you can look at it too. You can see where all the traffic's coming from quite easily. All right, okay, I'm gonna close with that. The other thing is we're going into implementation, but what is today? 22nd, yeah, so we're going into implementation week. The next challenge starts on the 6th. So next week is all about implementing. So what you need to do is go to the forums, the group coaching forums, and you need to start a thread in this section, and it says like implementation week and your name, and then I need at least 2 updates into that thread. Then the reason I'm getting you to do that is there's a draw on the first live training of every month. There's a draw for $50 for anybody who did the implementation week instructions and homework. Okay, so a lot of people, I've given out $50 every month for like a year now, so I'm almost at like $600 I give out. Is that right? Yeah, my math's right. Okay, so I'm going to close with that. Thank you everybody for coming on. Next up is the biggest, best, awesomest, most wonderful time of the year, which is Christmas. So basically the next 2 challenges are going to be 100% about Christmas, and this is where you're going to make just the most money out of the entire time of the year. So yeah, if you haven't been doing well yet, man, just buckle up because you're going to be in for a great ride. October, November, December are just fantastic months for guys and gals like us. So I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. I'll see you in the forums, and everybody have a great day.